is now 2 days later. We find ourselves at Hobbs Lodge. Now, let me see. Did that switch over for you, Jones?
It did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We find ourselves at Hobbs Lodge. Now, Hobbs Lodge is a tavern, and this tavern is built into an old stagecoach wagon. Remarkably somehow fitting inside. The exterior of the building looks very much like a stagecoach turned building, real small shanty kind of building, but very much still the remnants of what was a stagecoach. And on the side, still written in grain lettering, but kind of faded, says Hobbs Lodge. And when you open up the doors, it opens into a tavern. Now this tavern is stand by. Now this tavern is warmly lit by a grand fireplace, very diminished over the years, but still very large, exquisite fireplace from its time. A roaring flame kept ablaze for all the patrons. Inside, the strum of a violin plays, as you guys see a familiar face, a man named Alexios. Just gonna real quick pull this up.
Oh, hey, he's my friend.
A man named Alexios, who is a minstrel from a city south of here, who was found trapped in a mud pit nearby, saved by Grunkle and Torvekek, and brought back to Arwen's Rest. This minstrel strums the violin in the corner, playing a melodic tune, which helps bring in the mid-morning rays, kind of shining through these very... not tinted, but we'll say tinted with the moss and the green of the swamp. Almost stained windows, we'll say. So in the corner he plays, you can hear a man named Griff busily rummaging around in the kitchen of this tavern. Now Griff is a large, bustling man you guys have met in the past, recently injured on an excursion north trying to find his son, unsuccessfully. Griff had befriended the adventurers and allowed them into his tavern, even offering up a meal. He was originally delighted by the fact that Grunkle could down an entire vat of porridge in one sitting. You guys hear that. You guys also hear the hushed, muffled whispers of some of the patrons. It's very much not the usual chatter, but more, I don't know, hushed, under breath, just kind of around you as some of the locals are finishing up their meals before they, go on about their days. Maybe some are coming in for an early lunch. It's kind of that brunch time right now. So what I want to know is we have one table. I'm assuming, would you guys all be sitting at the same table?
Before we carry on, are the Lost Sons still in Arwen's Rest?
Are the Lost Sons? Yes. You guys saw them come in during... So the Lost Sons being a mercenary group that was recently discovered at the crossroads, somehow found their way to Arwen's Rest, and moved into town during the Spring Equinox Festival. Yes, they are still in town. If you want something to do with them, I will let you know what you've learned in the meantime. So what I'm gonna ask is, you guys are sat at a table. Now we're gonna zoom in on this table. So we come out of the Hobbs Lodge, or not come out. We're moving in further. So you've seen the scene. You've seen the tavern at large. We're going to zoom in on one table, sat over by the fire. A larger table. You guys sat at this table recently alongside Alexios, Bjoern, Jonathan, Hunt Captain Kyler. You guys find yourselves sat by at this table again. Some cots pushed up against the wall nearby. Now, only the three of you sit here. We find ourselves alongside Grunkle. Now, Grunkle is an ogre from a different land. The Emperor's land. Now, he has found his way over to the Freelands and made himself right here at home within Hobbs Lodge. Grunkle is played by Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles, give us a little wave. Perfect. He's played by Mr. Pickles. Grunkle is a berserker by trade from his days within the Legion, the Rockcar Legion. However, his berserker days behind him, he now finds himself a florist as a hobby, still wielding a somehow put together, well decorated crown of flowers, lilies, and daisies atop his head. Across from him, swinging his feet on the bench, sits a dwarf named Torvekek. Now, Torvekek is, thank you, played by Fred, originally from the Deeps. I can't remember the mountain nearby. I'll have to look it up later. But comes from, Dwalin's Holdfast? Pulling that out of my ass, but it sounds right. Now, Torvekek was basically a guardian of the Deeps. He was one of the frontline fighters fighting in the Deep Dark Down. However, he retired from that life and moved up above the surface and started traveling to taste all the different brews that the land had to offer, finding his way somehow into the swamps of the Freelands to Arwen's Rest and enjoying their not so great fish brews, as this is a land that doesn't have much to provide besides what they can find among the muddy river. Next to this dwarf, we find what was once thought to be a man, now known to be an elf, Wylfer Bellalore, played by Shifty. Now this is a peculiar man of an odd background. Originally found with no pants, now wearing dojo pants of a catman.
Hey man, if they work, right?
Known to be a guy who pulls animals out of his pockets and seems to always
to his fingers.
Yeah, and sets fire to his fingers. He was found escaping the Freemen, a local militia group who follows what they call the Lord of the Freelands, a self-proclaimed leader of this region. He was found and adopted by the ogre and the dwarf and brought back to Arwen's Rest. However, currently also being hunted. But we'll get to that later. Now, you gentlemen, you find yourselves in Hobbs Lodge, sat at this table next to the fire, probably a brew or a meal in front of you, already purchased, already good to go. You guys just sat there enjoying it. I want to know, during the day in between, so we had the Spring Equinox Festival open day this morning. I want to know what you guys were doing during that day. Now, the table's open. I want to know what you guys are interested in, and I will give you details on what you've learned in between those sessions. So, do I have a volunteer of someone who would want to go first?
I have an idea.
Perfect. Let's hear from Mr. Pickles playing Grunkle.
Well, Grunkle was nursing his recovering shoulder, so he also wanted to train and work through the pain, because that's the only way he knows how to do things mostly, even if he wants to grow out of that. So he would want to try and find some of the lost sons and maybe do some playful sparring. He grew his simple melee skill with the last experience, so he might want to be like, you know what? I'm not going to get this super two-handed sword anytime soon. I may as well train with what I got. Mm-hmm. So simple weapons, sparring, if I can, with the lower level recruits.
Okay, perfect. Lower level recruits of which faction?
Lost Sons.
With
the mercenaries
that
I'd kind of talked with at the crossroads for a while.
Perfect. I'm curious if I want to hear each of yours first before I give you information.
That'd probably be wise, depending on...
Yeah, let's do that. So you're working on that. Which of you two would like to go next?
I can go next.
Okay. Fred playing Torvekek. Torvekek, what were you up to?
So Torvekek was hopefully trying to learn how to read and write. Don't know how far he progressed on that one. But he was also getting himself more acclimated to life outside of the tunnels. building up his toughness for the changing environments around him. Because, you know, in the tunnels, the only thing that really changes is whether it's really hot or really cold. There's no really wind or rain or maybe the occasional tunnel flooding, but there's nothing really you can do about that except maybe sink. So he's just trying to learn to read, write, and generally get acclimated to outside.
The wolves are very dense.
True. And that leaves Shifty playing Wylfer Bellalore. What was Wylfer doing?
Yesterday, Wylfer would have spent the early mornings hanging out with Bjoern, the bear.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the day, if he wasn't hanging out with Alexios, he was spying on the band of people that came in during the festival.
Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay.
Just trying
do
to
you want to detail what you were interested in with Bjorn/Alexios, or do you want me to come up with that?
You can come up with it.
Okay, perfect. All right. Put my improvising to the test here, gentlemen. All right. So, Pickles, you were wanting to spar with the Lost Sons. So what you've discovered is after the festival, we'll say yesterday morning, you were walking around town. You were actually walking around with Torvekek. Now, Torvekek's wanting to get out and explore more of the town, so Grunkle and Torvekek decided to walk about the town, kind of getting their feet wet, getting the lay of the land, you know, really starting to learn a little bit more about this town. I believe I provided you guys with a crude map at some point. I will show that at some point later for stream. I don't have it pulled up right now. So you guys were walking around, kind of getting your feet wet, lay of the land before parting ways. Now, Grunkle, you discovered down towards the beach, down a small, not sure the exact word, but basically an embankment, small grass knoll. You went, there's a carved in kind of switchback path going down this little grassy hill down to the sandy beach. Now, at the sandy beach, you see that a camp was erected. While half the Lost Sons were at the festival, the other half were setting up camp. You've got a very shabby, kind of, not so much a palisade wall, but kind of some like basic spiked, carved trees put into the ground, kind of creating a circle with a front entrance kind of cleared of those spiked trees. Are you guys getting what I'm putting down?
Yeah. Okay,
perfect. Within that, tents are being put up. You can see that a wagon was dragged in. You're familiar with this wagon. You actually helped repair it. And you can see that, yeah, so the Lost Sons have definitely made their way in and seem to be settling into Arwen's Rest. Now, while you went down there and met with them, you met and worked with a man called Gregory. Now, you actually met him before. He was the oldest of the Lost Sons. An older man. One of you guys, maybe it wasn't you, one of you guys went around when you were staying at the Lost Sons camp and talked with a couple of the people who were on watch. Do you remember which one of you did that?
I think that was the elf. I could be mistaken, but I could have.
I know I talked with like the armory guy to get arrows and whatnot. So I kind of went around talking, but I do think that I
don't think I did it.
You guys talked with other people as well.
I'm pretty sure I was trying to keep my head down in that camp.
I thought you put on a hood and talked to somebody though.
I thought he hung out in the tree.
No, it might have been me because I was around drinking with everybody.
Yeah. Anyways, I remember one of you guys talked to this guy while he was out on watch. And he didn't have what you wanted, and you kind of got frustrated. I do remember that, but I don't remember which one of you it was. But
that was probably me.
But his name is, he's called Sir Gregory, and he's the oldest of the group there. However, he also has the most put-together armor. Probably used to be a knight, used to have some kind of affiliation. Now he obviously works for the Lost Sons. But he's also experienced. He's older. He's got, some of that wisdom from actual fights, maybe training with the knights. And so, Grunkle, you kind of schmooze up to him. I want to know how you schmooze him. Schmooze, is that the right word?
Yeah, that is a word that works there.
Okay.
And I have my answer.
I want you to tell me, how did you schmooze him into basically teaching you, training him?
One of the skills that I have in my advancement train that I haven't taken yet is Guile, and that's the skill I'd like to use here. Guile is sort of an underhandedness to conversation. It's not lying. It's like using wordplay to kind of get the results you want. Blathering to get out of responsibility, or appearing helpless to get somebody to help you, that kind of thing. And Grunkle wants to learn how to use his weapons better, and is favoring his spear here because he doesn't know how to use it very well. And so he would approach, be like, Grunkle, very confused on which end of spear to use on enemies sometimes. Something like that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
I put a few points into fellowship for a reason. Roll.
All right. So for anyone watching, I do have the dice up, but
I failed. 57 out of 45.
Yeah, it is showing. I just had to make sure. Yeah. So what he needs is, you can see his total chance is what he needs to roll that or lower. So he needed a 45 or lower. He rolled a 57, which means he failed. Now, just remember, we're going to reset this, and let's see, there are 3, 4. Okay, you do have fortune points, which fortune points means you can flip a coin. You flip the coin over to my side. It allows you to re-roll if you would like.
But then you can use it to abuse
But then
us.
I could use it as well.
And
Or help
doesn't
you.
want-
Say you guys are working alongside Alexios and Alexios fails, I'm allowed to use one of those to help, to re-roll his skills. So it's not always a bad thing to allow me them, because I can use them. If you guys make allies, I can use them to help you.
I'm going to accept my failure.
Okay.
As Grunkle is my name. But
Okay.
I will look dejected about it.
All right. Sir Gregory watches and he tries to instruct you. He kind of half-heartedly puts into it. He's like, "Oh, okay. Sure. Try this maneuver." And he gives you something kind of simple, and you flub it. You're not really getting it, and he's not impressed. Granted, if someone actually took the time to train you, there's potential. He probably even says as much. He's like, there's potential, but no. I've got, other things to do. He's on latrine duty, and he's like, bro, I gotta go deal with this. However, dejected, a man
In front of Torvekek.
Well, Torvekek may have moved off at this point. You went down to the beach. He's wandered off.
Oh, good. Thankfully, Torvekek not see failure.
Another man stands nearby. A club at one side, an axe at the other. He kind of walks over to you and he's like, "What are you trying to learn here, man? That was sad."
Yeah, Grunkle not have what his superiors say is discipline. Grunkle try, but he not stick with plan. Grunkle just want to be better ogre. Grunkle want to be
Listen,
not Grunkle.
Yeah, listen. Fuck superiors. Fuck anyone who tells you the specific way you got to do this, that, and the other. What you need is here. I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
You better defend yourself. He pulls his weapon and goes at you.
Well, that's scary.
I want to know, with Grunkle's life in danger, does he accept the challenge and defend himself, or do something else?
Let's see, do not push for more as you will get it. That's a weird catchphrase to have on my character sheet. He is going to pull up his... He probably has a spear out already, so he's going to pull it up to defend.
Okay.
He's shocked that will happen, so he's going defensive.
You make contact with Neanthaldr. Wait.
I did what?
You make contact with. You're meeting who this guy is.
Oh, okay.
Neal Thandir, excuse me. Neal Thandir is his name. He's one of the Lost Sons, and you guys kind of spar together and train. He is rough. He's not nice. He calls you out. He's like, you know, you pathetic bitch, as he moves into another position, and he goes, all that meat's just good fat at this point. Might as well just carve you up, little piggy. You know, he's not nice to you, and he kind of just degrades you and attacks you. But you do learn, and you do defend yourself, and you get the skill, simple melee.
It's not as bad as my original drill instructors.
That's probably true.
That was actually like a spa treatment right there.
Let's move to Fred. Now, Fred, you're playing Torvekek. You wanted to read and write and walk and peruse the city. Now, you continued on. You saw the Lost Sons camp. You said, I'm gonna keep walking. As you move along, you find Liliana out by the little altar stone, the worship spot. Now, you're going to approach, and you're going to be interacting with her, and basically what's going to be happening is she has a script, a scroll. One scroll. That's it. I want to know, how would you want to convince Liliana to teach you how to read it? What skills would you implore?
Is it in Dwarvish?
No.
So the scroll is not in Dwarvish.
Mm-mm.
But it does not really help me. Unless all dwarves can read common. I don't know if that's a thing or
Maybe.
Wait, you don't want to learn Common? You want to learn Dwarven?
well, I would prefer to learn Dwarven before I go to Common, because if I can't even write or read in Dwarven, then there's...
You
Oh
also-
yeah, you don't want to
my
get
own
bad
people.
habits, obviously.
Yeah.
As it is in
Yeah,
real
I feel you.
life, it is in this world where a lot of these languages all have share common origins. So where you could take a common word, find the Latin root, and be able to translate it to an extent, you might be able to do that in this world as well.
This is fair. So, you can read and write the script, right?
I can read them. Unfortunately, I was never learned how to write them myself. But I can read them. This one's one of my favorites, actually. I had it transcribed for me.
I would love to be able to read it along with other things, but I unfortunately can do neither. Would you be perhaps be able to help me? Because if I do this, I will not only be able to share in this story, but I can, write letters to folks back home to tell them about Tavern and all the parties we could bring. Oh, have you ever been to a dwarven drinking party? It's amazing.
I have not, but that sounds exactly like what I want to do, and I would love to help you. I'm fully convinced. I'm in. And this is actually the perfect example. It's one of my favorite drinking songs. I'm actually wanting to teach it to Alexios. You think he would play it for me?
Well, you know how he is. He is very interested in music, more the writing and composing of his own music, but I've never known a bard that did not like learning new music as well.
Well, that makes me very happy. I am more than happy to share it with you. Maybe we can sing it together at the Hobbs Lodge sometime.
You really know how to get a dwarf's heart pumping, don't you?
Back at you. Well, I'm no dwarf, but heart pumping nonetheless. Without further convincing, you promised her a dwarven drinking party. She's in. As some of you may know, I'll pull up her image here. Not Liliana, Addisylin is right here. Adesalyn is a priestess of Inebria. Sorry, it's been a while since I've looked at all my notes. Is a priestess of Inebria, who is basically the god of drinking. Goddess of drinking, I should say.
And somehow not the patron saint of all dwarves everywhere.
No, yeah, crazy. So promising her a dwarven drinking fest, she's like, fuck yeah! I'm not even gonna make you roll. You fucking win. She's gonna be working on teaching you to read common.
One step at a time.
Yeah, to an extent. To an extent. You don't technically have the skill, but I'm gonna count it still because you're putting in effort towards it. Okay.
Yay.
During your walkabout of the town before you found her, I just want to note that you notice that, remember this path that you guys carved out from Hobbs Lodge through the town square down to the southern gate? You may remember there was
worked on,
there was
overcrowded with veggies.
Yeah, you'll notice that path gone. What remains is mud, debris, gunk, twigs, leaves. And as you kind of move through it, probably stomping a little, kicking your feet, you notice a small, almost looks like you would recognize it as like ore veins within the mine. These like thin trailed lines going through the mud that are like iridescent. Iridescent? Is that where it's like kind of glowing, like bright? Yes. Yeah. Iridescent green tendrils kind of throughout the mud here and there as you kind of kick your feet.
That can't be good.
Meanwhile, Wylfer Bellalore.
Wait, before we carry on, was I supposed to? Am I still in peril?
No. Go ahead and bring your guys. Pickles, if you haven't. Everyone, full heal.
Sorry.
I was lightly wounded. Yeah.
There you go. Wylfer Bellalore, you had shared the morning with Bjoern. Now, Bjoern has kind of set up in the corner of Hobbs Lodge, where you can see that he has a small, kind of like a desk. It's a small table, where he has laid out kind of a animal skin, and on top of that animal skin, he has a couple of like a mortar and pestle, a couple of other utensils. I'm pulling him up now. Bjoern, for those of you who don't know, is a bearkin, otherwise known as a bear humanoid who is sentient, coming from a tribe, an ancient tribe, originating from the mountains. I don't know how much of this you guys know or how much of this was Adarag and Nimwort finding out, but I'm sharing information here.
It was all of them, I think.
It was all of them. It probably was. You guys didn't.
We talked with him a bit.
You had repeated moments where Bjoern was available and you specifically asked for him and then completely ignored him. I do remember that. That was funny.
I respected that he had a lot of things to do.
You sent him off!
He was like, oh, do you know where these things are? I really want to find them. And we're like, yeah, I like you. So here's where they are. Like,
we didn't need him at the time that he showed up.
We
needed him like
we need a healer. Hey guys, Bjorn's over there. Oh, okay. Tell him we say hi. All right, I sent him back to town. Man, really wish we had a healer.
No, it's like if you want to make a friend, he's like, oh, I'm missing my daughter. It's like, oh, we saw your daughter. She's like just a half day over there. He'd be like, yeah,
half eaten by coyotes or something.
Yeah, more likely.
I just want to recover my. And anyways, he didn't say any of that.
You're hanging out with Bjoern now. Bjoern is a more of an apothecary by trade. He's got some of those like natural herbal remedy type deals, and you hung out with him, and I want to know between the two of you, or what would be more important to Wylfer? Coffee or tea? Or energy drinks?
Uh-oh.
Tea for Wylfer.
Tea for Wylfer. Okay. Between the two of you, Bjorn's over there putting together kind of a concoction, and you add in some your 2 cents about we brew up some kind of like tea. Now I want to know, is your tea more for like stress relief? Is it for kind of curing a sore throat? Is it for putting you to sleep? Like what's your favorite tea?
For Wylfer, it was mostly putting him to sleep because he spent most of his life running either from the law or people hunting him down.
Okay. So between the two of you, you approach him
and relaxation tea.
Yeah, and kind of help him. You come up with the idea to come up with a relaxation tea brew. I want to know how you convince him to help you with this. Do you persuade him? Do you threaten him? Do you bribe him? Do you something else?
He's my friend.
What would you like to do?
Spending the day with him. I've asked him. I want to ask him questions about just basically any healing poultices or anything that could help me help my friends with whatever jobs they need to do. And while having that conversation, while he's putting like hot water in a pot and leaves and stuff in a pot, I will just gently make suggestions with stuff that I've used in the past.
Okay. He's going to take it because of a lot of his healing stuff has to be like in the moment. If you just leave it, it'll get stale. It'll, it won't have its effect. So a lot of his like, the poultice, the mud poultice that he would put on wounds, like that mud will just go dry over time. So it's, you got to use it in the moment. However, a tea, he could create a brew that all you would need to do is boil water, add it to it, and you would have a tea that you could take with you almost as like a ration. You've given him this idea and he's going to start brewing this. You guys kind of come up with the concoction together. After that, you move off. And Alexios catches your arm. And he wanted to talk to you. Now, this is kind of, we'll say, afternoon time. Now, Alexios is probably eating a meal at Hobbs Lodge and he's, sat next to you on the bar and he goes, moving over. He wants to ask you, hey, man, no, that's what I said. I need a muse. William, I believe it was. I need a muse. I need my next.
Me? Did you just call me William?
You lied to him, remember?
Yeah, that's.
You gave other people your identity as William.
Did I give him? No, I think it was Jeff.
Oh, was it
You
Jeff?
came up with several different names for different people.
I can't remember all of them. I apologize.
You gotta keep all of them.
Jeff, was it? William? What was your name? I'm so sorry.
It was one of those. It's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Right. Well, your story intrigues me. So you show up with no pants. You've escaped certain death by freemen. You party up with an ogre and a dwarf.
They're still around.
And right. And you can tell that he's intoxicated. He's like, and I want to know your story because I think I could create something beautiful from it. So please, regale me. Who is Wylfer? Blah.
This might have to wait till you're a little bit more sober, so when you're writing stuff down,
Nope.
It doesn't just come out as squiggles.
My best. You look at his little parchment journal, and a lot of it is just squiggles. He's like, nope. My best work comes when I set the mood. This is what I've done. I'm ready.
Point at one of the squiggles, and what does that say?
That is a story of a wild creature I found in the swamps. The horned dragon. On all fours. Fat beast. It was the one that we found with you.
Yeah. I don't think that was a dragon.
It is in my story. So tell me, what is your story?
What does
Wylfer tell him?
Nothing. Wylfer pats him on the shoulder, says, "I'll be back later," and leaves.
Okay.
Hi.
You see him swivel back around and kind of just stare at the wall for a bit. Now you've moved off, and as you move off, you leave Hobbs Lodge. You're walking through town, and you come upon that hill, this grass hill, switchback trail going down it. Down at the bottom, you see a circle of little spikes jammed into the sand, tent set up in the middle, and you hear the clash, and you hear, "You fat bitch! All you're good for is laying on your back. Even then, you probably don't move an inch." As you see Grunkle sweating, panting. Do you have any interaction with this?
No, I dive onto the ground. I'm mainly just trying to figure out tactics and what they're doing here.
Dive onto the ground.
Fully just.
All right.
I'm gonna watch Grunkle get his ass kicked.
Yes.
Like, I like to imagine he also has like a bullwhip, and like Grunkle like swings heavily, and it goes way over, and he just. Whoosh. Grunkle's like, "Oh no!"
Wylfer's bow in hand, just in case stuff gets out of hand. But yeah, dive to the ground, bow in hand.
Okay.
Some of the runes glowing on it.
Can you do me a favor? I want you to roll. And I want you to roll stealth. Pretty please.
It's just clicking on it, right?
I believe so. Click, no
That's
change.
Standard roll?
Yeah, standard roll. Okay. So for those watching, needed a 45 or less, got a 12. Success! The people in the camp don't notice you. Grunkle doesn't notice you. The man training him looks to be kind of a brute. Tatted up, grizzled beard, probably shaved head, mean looking motherfucker. Doesn't notice you. You lay there for a good bit of time. Sun's getting to waning, and you hear, "Illegal wizard. Sup, bitch?"
Illegal lizard.
You turn and you see a little lizard laying down on the ground next to you, kind of crawls up and lays next to you. "What you doing, fucker?"
Give me a moment, I need to remember his name.
I'll pull it up on the page here for anyone watching. And again, I do see people are talking in chat. I'm so sorry I can't quite respond as I'm running a game, but I will read through all of this and get back to you as soon as I can. This here is Dibs.
Illegal lizard, I see we meet again.
"What you doing?"
Just hanging out, you know, just
"You're being a fucking peeper."
Watching the sunset.
"Sunset? Looks like you're watching the fat one get his ass kicked."
Just making sure he doesn't die.
He might. That guy's mean."
I just kind of grab Dibs's mouth and hold it close.
You see his little tongue flicker. He starts kind of flapping on the ground.
Now, if you know what's good for you and you don't want to be fed to Grunkle, leave me alone.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again.
The second death threat to Dibs about being eaten.
Adarag and Nimrod are gonna love you guys. You see, he kind of
No, they're going to be the ones who threaten it like the fourth and fifth time.
Roll. God, what is it in the system? Sorry, guys. Awareness, I believe.
I can help you
Did
out
I nail
here.
that?
I've got the
Awareness.
skills up
I
here.
got it. It is
Awareness?
awareness. Yep.
Just another standard roll?
Standard roll. Critical fucking success, everyone. Huge round of applause in chat for Wylfer Bellalore. Needed a 44 or less. Got a 1! You see everything. You see his claws come out, dig into the ground. You can see, like, his whole demeanor kind of changes, and he gets real quiet and real still. And you're even able to understand him with mouth closed. You hear basically mumbling, but, "Okay, Wylfer. Okay."
I let go of his
And
face.
you see he just kind of slinks back into the brush. He's very small. For those who don't know, this is a cobbled in this. They've only Nimward's seen it written cobbled, and so that's what they're called. That's what he's told everyone. That's what they are.
I would like to.
He's very small. He moves into the brush, and basically out of view, he gets
As
out.
he crawls away, I'd like to reach into my pocket. Am I allowed to do... Would I be able to bring out a creature and ask it to follow him with Hattrick?
Interesting. You can try. Let me remember how to
After
bring that
successfully
up.
casting the spell, you produce a small living animal of your choice, such as a dove,
That is
fish,
somewhere.
mouse, or rabbit. This creature has an odd mutation
There
about
we go.
them, such as mismatched eyes, hidden boils beneath their fur, or even two tails. At distance yourself, tradition is generalist, principle is generalist, and it's instantaneous. So I'd
Yeah.
have to use
So you have
incantation,
to...
correct?
God, I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've read this.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I should have refreshed myself on your magic before we got started. Go ahead and roll incantation. I might be totally off on this. I will refresh
Just a
myself before next session.
Standard incantation?
Yeah, standard. Okay.
Ow.
Effect of critical success, critical failure. Okay. You reach into your pocket and it's empty. There's nothing in your pocket.
That was it. That was all I was gonna do. That's fine.
Okay. At this point, Dibs has moved off into the brush. You cannot see him anymore. Okay. So, you've done yours, you've done yours, you've done yours. The night is wrapping up. Now, surprise round. Big money. I want to know what the three of you do together to wrap up the evening. Each one of you is going to come up with one part of it. We're going to go in reverse order. Shifty, name one part of what the three of you end up doing together.
I'm gonna share some of the tea with the guys.
Okay, and I don't think you
get
mean
back
like
to the
drama
bar.
of the town. You mean the actual tea.
I'll share what I've learned and bring some of the drink back that I.
Okay,
managed to
so you're sharing tea.
get off of
Fred, excuse me, Torvekek.
I'm sharing tea literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I guess I'm just sharing tea and some alcohol added for some Irish tea.
Okay, so you're adding alcohol to the tea. You're spiking everyone's tea. I like it.
To my tea mostly, but if anybody
Nope,
wants-
you spiked everyone's. They don't know it.
I just
Grunkle.
hand the tea over to him.
Grunkle, what do you add to this? You're sitting down with tea. You may or may not know that it's been spiked. What does Grunkle add to this situation?
That's a tough one. Grunkle is going to add his T-Rama of having a really bad day being trained by an abusive person who he tried to joke was... Grunkle tried to joke to himself that he was worse than the drill instructors in the Empire, but he got very personal. Grunkle can't hold tears back anymore. And he's going to add his crying and his frustration to the table, not knowing that the spiked tea is probably what unleashed that dam.
Grunkle gets drunk and just starts spilling the tea.
The spike
I'm
tea is
Grunkle!
Grunkle! I love it. It is now the day after all those events transpired. We are at the table. Again, in Hobbs Lodge, you guys are at the table by the fire. You guys are all set together. You guys wrapped up a night last night, ending up getting drunk on tea and listening to Grunkle tell the story of him getting his ass kicked. You guys are together. What would you guys like to do before we kick things off? Again, just to remind you guys, you've got Alexios playing the violin in the corner. You've got Griff rummaging around back in the kitchen. You've got people in hushed tones, kind of murmuring and talking amongst themselves.
I forgot to mention.
Good.
Yesterday evening, I should have mentioned I did see Dibs kind of scurrying around while I was doing some reconnaissance.
Are we flashing back to the previous night?
No, I'm talking to you guys specifically.
Oh, Grunkle not remember much of last night. Grunkle, vision and ears clouded with tears.
Well, then I'm glad I'm bringing it up now.
So you saw Dibs. Is he doing well? You treated him nice? Gave him good words?
Yes, I treated him well.
Oh, good, because that's how we do here. We always treat people well and apologize when we threaten them with dismemberment and being consumed. Grunkle will give
Well, you'll be
Torvekek a
happy to
pat on the
know
back
that
with that.
I didn't threaten to dismember him.
Why
Good,
do you
good.
insist on patting me on the back with giant mitts? Do you know how much that hurts?
Oh, sorry, Grunkle, little hungover. That means he doesn't understand how his arms work.
Damn it, Grunkle.
Wait, why Grunkle hungover?
Because you drank too much again.
You,
No, Grunkle only drink tea and trauma dump on friends.
Yes, we know.
makes sense.
Maybe Grunkle having what humans call emotion. Thing not ogres not have, obviously.
I didn't know you got emotions.
I
didn't
he's the
think
most
so
emotional
either.
person I know.
No, I'm not emotional.
Calm down, Grunkle. No reason to eat.
Sorry,
people.
little hungover. Sorry.
If you want to eat
Grunkle
some
think what we need is a direction here, or else we're going to spend our days in tavern spending coin we don't have anymore, drinking ale. Actually, that sounds great.
Speaking of
What we need is a
taverns, I
job to
spin
get
around
money
my
to
chair.
buy ale.
I was about to say it sounded like a good idea to me.
Speaking of tavern, I spin around in my chair. The chick that I gave the goldfish to, is she standing behind the counter?
He is not.
Okay.
You also notice the because if you remember when you gave it to her, she put it in. She had no idea what to do with it, and ended up putting this goldfish into a vase, pretty much, filled with water. You see that vase is also gone. Vase? Why am I saying it like that? The vase is gone.
Well, okay. That's fine. Turn back
So
around,
we
all
need
dejected, and
paying
kind of look at
jobs.
So, you know that the path me and you cut when we first got here?
The menial task they gave us, the one they
Yes.
said would always refill. Yeah.
It's gone again.
Oh, well, I suppose that is a job we could do. Grunkle was thinking maybe something more heroic. Maybe more,
Nothing is
that,
more heroic than digging for the good of everyone, Grunkle.
Actually,
Okay,
I'm with
okay,
Grunkle. I
yeah.
don't really want to dig.
You
Yeah,
shut your
well, there's
dirty
honor in
ugly
it.
mouth.
Yeah, don't talk to him about tunnels. He won't get root tunnels. There is honor in helping a town. There's honor in helping a town by clearing path. Yes, Grunkle get that. It is good work. But Grunkle think we three meant for more. After you trauma dumped with me, I feel like we all have a connection of we need to improve this world, us three. Grunkle think maybe we do something with disappearing wizard mayor. Grunkle not remember name on purpose.
Why do we need to
He
do something
said that
about
they were looking
Right,
for an
he did just
arsonist.
Didn't he?
Yeah, Grunkle remember that part, but not name for no reason. Grunkle think maybe into investigation, find arsonist, and make him unpoof.
I spin around on my
That's
chair
worth
again.
money.
Can you remind me who was in town? Who was in the inn?
Yes.
Do you always spin around like that?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
While Grunkle's talking, you're just constantly
Just constant backward.
Sorry.
He's just it never stops. He's one of those. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, spinning around, you hear rummaging back from the kitchen, which you can only assume to be Griff. You hear him back there muttering. You have heard some of the local people. You've seen some of them, maybe some familiar faces, a lot not. You don't really pay attention to a lot of these people. Hushed muttering. Mushed huttering.
Mushed huttering?
Yep. Yes, they are mushed huttering around the tavern there in Hobbs Lodge. The fire is roaring. You can hear the flames licking at the air. And you were hearing violin strumming, but it has since stopped. And you see Alexios spin a chair around and take a seat at the table. Gentlemen, what's up?
Alexios, are you feeling better than you were yesterday?
Not nearly as drunk, unfortunately. He reaches over and grabs Wylfer's tankard and pours half of it into his, and he goes, "Cheers."
I grab the tankard just before he goes and puts it up to his face.
Takes it back. Oh, right. Yep.
Grunkle will give a little bit to friend Alexius. Grunkle still feel bad about verbally abusing you on the trail. Grunkle not good berserker. Have some of Grunkle, and he'll pour some of his.
I appreciate your company, but I did not appreciate your company yesterday. I'm not letting you drink any of mine.
I don't know why, but it just imagine that
Grunkle's
Grunkle's just like spits it into his mouth. And is the image that came to my head? Yeah, I don't know why, but it's the image. I don't know why it came into my head and it made me laugh. He is now tankardless.
I don't like that as much, but that is pretty funny.
It's funny. Grunkle just stands up,
like a
grabs Alexios' face.
Well,
not even like a slow drain. It's just like
I like to imagine it's a lot closer. It's more like a kiss than a fountain.
None of this is okay.
Grunkle's belly's just not filled with
none of
alcohol.
This is okay. I will say Alexios is tankardless.
Yeah, no, he'll be the first one.
He holds out his hands desperately.
Oh, well, you said he poured
Yeah, someone stole his tankard.
I put his cup back down.
Okay, well, I'll take Alexius's cup.
You take it from Wylfer. Wylfer takes it. You take it. Oh, hot potato. Okay.
No. Okay, Grunkle will take both Alexius and Wylfer's cup.
No, Wylfer doesn't have
Grunkle's cup. And then take Grunkle's cup and pour to evenly distribute all of it. Now everybody has a little ogre spit in their beer for making Grunkle have to solve this problem.
Classic.
And then Grunkle will chug the rest of his happily, solving this problem.
Just kind of eyes his. Cheers. What is Torvekek doing during this antic?
Torvekek's just kind of got his head in his hands. Like, here we go.
Yeah, I like to imagine one hand is on top of his.
You can't take my tankard.
Don't touch.
Alexis was like, "Well, that was fun. What are you guys up to today?"
You have a weird definition of fun.
Haven't figured that out yet. I'm gonna go see Griff, and I walk over to.
We're looking for a job, and elves have low attention span for things, unlike us stockier species. Grunkle will lean a little bit on Torvekek, but not too much.
Torvekek just looks at the Grunkle like, really?
We
one of those like put your arm on his head. You're like,
oh, Grunkle thought was shoulder, but his head. Oh, sorry. Offensive, Grunkle is.
Oh, so you guys are looking to go.
We're trying to find a paying job. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a demon, but did you hear about the troll nearby? That would write a story.
No. Are you still trying to write a story about our deaths?
I'm trying to learn about your dad.
Deaths.
Deaths.
You're trying to write story about our deaths.
I hope you don't die. I would like multiple chapters if possible, but yes. Your guys' story still intrigues me. I still think, compared to the fishers and other fishers here, minus, I think.
And the other fishers.
Yeah. Between, the lot of them, I feel like my best bet for a story lies with you fine gentlemen.
Alexius,
This is
tell
fair.
tell more about troll. You say troll. Grunkle know a word, but not understand context here. Is troll like Grunkle, who want to do good, or is troll like not Grunkle, who want to do bad?
Well, from what I hear, I was speaking with one of those, lost,
Yes.
lost sons. Yes, I was speaking with one of them, a man named, Radballs.
That was not the piece of shit that was mean to me and made
I
me
don't.
cry.
What?
Sorry, Grunkle trauma dumped us last night, but everybody was drunk.
I wasn't there. I wasn't invited. Hey!
It's
Yeah,
probably you probably did not miss much, to be completely honest with you.
Fair enough.
Well, let Grunkle explain for about an hour and a half about all of the mean things that were said to him.
I really don't
No,
want
Grunkle.
to
That's
Grunkle,
one
please
option.
drink.
The
No,
other
no.
option, I spent my night at the Lost Sons camp. Found a little sweet thing down there. One thing led to another. But anyways, met a man named Radballs, Rad Bruiser. I don't know, some weird name. He was telling me that there's rumors of a troll in the swamp, or north of the swamp, coming down to the swamp. Been around the swamp. Never seen a troll before, but I don't know. Troll versus Grunkle sounds like a song to me. What do you think? And
maybe.
Grunkle, I'm gonna need a roll from you.
I have a roll to request from you.
Fuck yeah, let's hear it. What do you got, man?
I want to know what I know about trolls because I have folklore trained
That's
as a
the
barbarian,
one.
a berserker, I should say.
Exactly what you should roll. I couldn't
Yeah.
be more in agreement
So
with
Grunkle
you.
will stroke his chin, wiping the
Alexios
spit
also
off of his
strokes
chin,
your
of
chin.
course. Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Gross that you're getting the spit for me, but I appreciate the intimacy. Here
Just
is my
trying
knowledge
to,
of trolls.
He's trying to convince you. Kind of. Flirting is his way. So Grunkle, with your folklore, well, I was gonna give you a bonus to it, but it still wouldn't help you. So you got a 49 out of 83.
No.
You've actually heard of this troll before, but you can't remember where.
Do I know, like, are trolls the same kind of flesh as me and goblins?
No.
Or is it the?
There are no
like,
trolls
I
in the
guess
Rockar Legion.
so. Like, I guess in a meta sense, when one hears about trolls, they think, "Oh, yeah, fire or acid kills them." Is that something that Grunkle would think of,
No.
or would he?
The only thing you
okay,
think
so he
of
probably
is
thinks
you've heard of this before, but you can't remember where.
Grunkle.
Unless you can.
He's heard of troll before.
It happened in
but
game, so
it was. Yeah, Grunkle think maybe
know.
one of superior officers had mentioned that troll not taste very good.
sure.
Not very helpful. Grunkle not know if true or not. Grunkle never eat troll. But I'm interested in killing this troll.
You're just gonna go kill someone, just because? No, I'm just kidding. It's great. I'm into this.
Oh no! Grunkle, sorry. Grunkle thought we were trying to kill troll, right? Right, guys, we kill monsters, and a troll is a monster. Grunkle will put his hand on the table.
Alexios copies him.
To be completely honest with you, Grunkle, when I first saw you, I thought you were a monster.
No, but Grunkle not monster. Troll, yes, monster.
There's what is difference?
Oh yeah, see, because trolls, they don't have the blubber content of an ogre like myself. Blubbery ogre means one that is sedentary, not good at discipline, not good at berserker or.
So
Grunkle just feel bad about self.
So you're saying that the difference between you and troll is that troll is more muscly and you are more fat.
Unintentional But yeah, I guess so. If Grunkle take down this monster, you two will have to come with.
Wylfer is
Grunkle not
currently
good
still
enough on
walking
his own.
over to where Griff is.
Yeah, Wylfer left, so
Grunkle
Alexios
gestures
is like,
to your
yeah,
empty chair.
yeah, Torvekek and I, Torvekek
And-
so, God, I forgot my own name. Alexios and Wylfer need to go with you?
No, Wylfer and
Wylfer
Torvekek
and-
need to go with me,
and
otherwise I won't be able
Alexios.
to succeed. You can
Right.
come with, but you're not like the one with a sword.
No, I'm the one who journals your guys' awesome escapades and adventures and makes you legends in the world, right?
And constantly
Didn't we
gives away his
Right,
almost
so-
die last time?
You're not here. Shut up. You over at the bar talking shit.
You're a happy optional.
Didn't we almost die last time?
You're more than you
Yeah,
die. Okay,
Grunkle
you're more than
broke
welcome
fire.
to tell me about the story when you get back. In excruciating detail, of course.
You are an interesting man. You know that.
I appreciate that. Many a lady has said so. One
It
one
was
lady
not
has said so.
compliment.
It was my mother.
It was not compliment.
It wasn't from her either.
By the way, the drunk priestess is going to want to talk to you. Something about inciting a riot.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for that. Like, what was talk to me about inciting a riot in Norman's Rest? That could be fascinating. I'll seek her
Yeah,
out.
she said something about you stirring up people, and then they went and robbed somebody. People died. It was the whole thing.
To be fair, from a DM's perspective, I don't remember any of this being said.
Because it
From
didn't
Alexios'
happen.
perspective, he's like, wow, all right. I will
Because it
seek her
didn't
out.
happen. That's
Yeah.
why you don't remember it.
Grunkle is frowning so hard at you.
Alexios is like, huh,
No,
this town's about to get a
Grunkle will
lot more
say, we
interesting.
improved town. No, we improved town. What does Grunkle have to eat
Maybe,
to make
maybe,
this
hang on.
town
Grunkle,
improve?
Grunkle. Maybe the riot is the people are rioting because they want to improve the town so bad.
Did you not pick up on sarcasm?
There's
I
like
thought
30
I did.
people in this town.
There's gotta be more than
Who
that.
are they gonna riot against? The grandma that made this flower crown for me? No. We
To be
will
honest,
kill
I
the
was-
troll. Grunkle will pound his hand on the table.
Wylfer spins
And
around
we'll
and
save the
looks at
town from the monster.
To be honest, I was joking. It was sarcasm. Did you not pick up on that? I thought I made it clear.
Oh. No, Grunkle will not have that skill.
Obviously, but yeah, I did you a favor. I got her to potentially share a drinking song with you.
Ooh, drinking song. Now that I do like.
Yes. I assumed you would. But it comes at cost.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to need you to teach me how to write.
From a DM perspective, I'm giggling.
Why? That's
It's
my
like-
question.
We'll see. He goes, teach you how to
Grunkle's
write.
confused, looking
Yeah, I could agree to this. Of course.
too. Just like, what the fuck?
Good.
I mean, teach a dwarf to write, that can't be the hardest thing in the world. You guys are like quick learners, right?
It
I
depends
don't
on
know if he's not
skill, but
literate.
sometimes.
All right. I'm in. That sounds
Good.
like a safe bet. Speaking of bets, anyone want to Grunkle versus Troll?
I got 10 on Grunkle.
I've got money on Grunkle.
$10.
No promises on the shape of throw when we're done, but I have money on Grunkle.
Okay, if you guys actually want to
Grunkle
do this, I want to know small, medium, large bets. What would you put on your Grunkle v Troll?
Medium.
Grunkle will Grunkle want to put Wylfer as my bet.
You're betting Wylfer. All right.
That's a medium bet, right?
Hold on, if we're putting stupid bit when I come back over the table. Hold on, we're putting bits. If we're putting stupid bits on stuff, can I put like Mateo's name down?
He's dead.
No, he's dead.
Right.
Griff, put dead body.
Griff
That's-
hears
I
you,
do
starts
like
crying.
it.
Jesus.
Torvekek's kind of like, you know that is not a bad idea. He did come out of nowhere last time.
We don't know he's dead for sure.
No, he's
This is
betting
true.
him like you get his dead body, his corpse, if you win.
I was thinking that he would come out of nowhere and just
Yeah,
attack
that's what
me.
he was betting he was going to come out of nowhere, not that he was...
Oh, you're betting on Mateo.
Yeah.
I thought you were betting Mateo.
I
I'll give
bet
you.
this random
I'll
dead
give you
body.
one Mateo if I lose.
Or I mean, if I'm not allowed to do that, can I put Dibs' name down?
You're betting on Tibbs.
Dibs comes out of nowhere.
Who wants dibs?
All right, so Torvekek, you're putting a
everybody
medium.
wants
You're putting a medium bet on Grunkle.
Yeah, I thought we were... I didn't know we were doing it literally. I thought we were...
If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just am curious.
I don't have the money to bet, so...
What's a medium bit?
Yeah.
I'm altering my interpretation of currency because it's too much for everyone to try and manage each currency and too much to manage exactly how much things cost. In some instances, like when you guys go shopping, I have an idea of how I'm going to handle that. In the broader sense of just income and currency, if you put down a medium bet, it'll be a medium amount of money. Small bet, we'll say, 1 to 10, medium, 10 to 20, large, 20 to 30. Random example. So that's the general idea of that. It's going to become
I
more
pulled
of a broad sense of currency rather than exact specifics because it's bullshit numbers that we don't need.
I pull the 4 gold coins out of my pocket. A small bet on Grunkle.
Small bet.
That is not a small bet. That's like specifically a
I've been-
medium to large bet.
I'm not worried about how
I've
much
been
money you
out
pulled
in the
out.
wilds for so long, I don't know what currency really is.
Grunkle.
Forgot what money is.
Grunkle, are you betting on
What's the
yourself or the
economy like,
troll?
Zeke?
I'm betting on myself.
Okay.
I am trying to nurture a self-esteem here.
Okay, you're good. Okay, we got it. Wylfer, or sorry, not Wylfer. Alexios takes some bets. Some bystanders kind of yeah, they go in on it. What are you guys doing while Alexios pans the room?
My
Running
axe,
back over to the kitchen.
my axe has come out, and I've got my sharpening stone. And if we're going to be fighting a troll, I'm going to need my axe.
And Grunkle's stick.
My stick.
Yeah, no. Grunkle will probably just sort of power load at the table. Like anything he can drink or consume, he's going to start consuming.
Okay.
If his plate is empty, he's going to order more because he knows that when you go to war, you want a full belly.
Alexios puts his hand on the table. Grunkle grabs it.
Oh, yeah, tasty.
That's funny because Chad
No.
Chad even said Grunkle will begrudgingly consume as many citizens as it takes to convince the townsfolk he's improved Darwin's Rest.
That's about right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's actually a great idea. I get rid of the criminals by eating them. Wow, I'm like a recycler.
You're the new executioner. You just eat people.
That's how they execute people in Arwen's Rest.
Death by Grunkle.
You don't need a grave.
Ow! All right. There is your plate definitely runs empty, which is not normal. And you even have to go up and get Griff's attention. Griff's like, oh yeah, of course. You can see him busily moving about.
Standing
Refills.
at the counter trying to get Griff's attention myself. Grunkle walks over.
He sees Grunkle.
Gets the attention first.
Yeah.
Grunkle, big spender.
Wylfer has been waiting. Griff panders to Grunkle and then turns to you. Yes. What's it? William.
You seem
James.
sure.
Jonathan. I don't remember your name.
I need to stop doing that. You seem important. You seem like you know a lot of things. Have you heard anything about the man that went poof?
Man that went poof.
Yeah,
Poop?
was an important person. Poof. Important person in town was standing at the stage when the event was when the festival was happening, and then suddenly he wasn't there.
Elder.
Of course, Elder Orlane.
The mayor.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
He's not a mayor, he's the elder of the town, Elder Orlane. Absolutely. What about him?
Have you heard anything since that day about him?
I have not. Seems to have vanished. But there's been a lot of disappearances lately. I wonder if it's connected.
Do they do that often? Just poof.
I've never seen a man poof before. Maybe he's one
Have
of
you
them
seen a dwarf?
magic users.
What?
Kidnapped him.
Have you seen a dwarf poof?
I've seen a dwarf poof. You're the first dwarf I've ever seen. You poof.
I'm going to. I cannot poof. That's why I asked.
What is one of the magic users went and kidnapped him. Not sure why, but he was probably the most important person in the town. Maybe he had some dealings with them in the trading or something. Sign.
Surely. Next question. The girl that I gave the goldfish, where's she gone?
Girl, you gave
Your
a goldfish
assistant?
to. Liliana.
That one.
I'm not sure. She hasn't come in today.
But she's supposed to.
Well, of course. She's supposed to be tending to the tables, but a lot of people have been getting sick recently, so I figure she's probably just staying home sick. Probably come in soon as she's better.
What do you mean by sick?
What do I mean by sick? Let's see. People cough, they puke, some shit themselves, get real cold,
I mean,
real hot.
like, is there something specific going around that people have been catching?
Oh, a lot of people are getting sick. Damn near half the town's sick.
But not you.
Fighting it off myself. I had a good immune system. I got some of that voodoo witch juice coming in from Bjorn's poultices. He kind of lifts his shirt. He's still got all these wounds, but you can see there's like fresh tendings to him.
I was gonna try to learn those, but apparently they're kind of a on-the-spot type dealie. I'm gonna go talk to... is Bjorn here at the moment?
Bjorn is not.
Damn. Well, I appreciate the help. I'll write his name down in Elvish, because that's the only thing I'm literate in.
Are you?
Just... I'm literate in Elvish.
You are not.
I am. It says literate and speaks.
Speaks. Can't read and write. Education is what
Elvish
gives you the read
literate.
and write.
Ah, of course.
Yep.
I'm gonna squiggle his name down as best as I
I
can.
thought you said he could. I thought you said he could last session.
Yeah, Elvish, literate, common, not.
Literate.
I could have sworn you said he was last session.
Hang on. Why does your thing say literate? Why did I say you can? I did? Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It said literate the entire time I've been playing.
I wonder if that was something during character creation. I'll double check on that, but you know what? For now, you're literate in Elvish, apparently.
Alright, yeah.
Pretty sure you said that last time too.
Scribble his name down on a piece of paper in Elvish and put it in my pocket.
It's gonna be really weird when he suddenly forgets how to read and write later.
All of a sudden, I can't read anymore. Oh no.
I appreciate the help. Should I go and question some, find out some answers, or have you got someone else on it?
Are you asking Griff or Grunkle standing next to you? Torvekek is
Griff.
also still at the table swinging his little feetsies.
Yelling at
Grunkle.
the bar.
Go right here.
Specifically asking Griff.
You want to
Oh,
ask
okay. I'll
questions?
just sit here then.
Sick people.
I appreciate you being here, Grunkle.
More than likely catch the cold yourself. That's the
I'm got a pretty good immune system, I think.
Corbin,
Corbin Laban.
So you guys are in Pod's Lodge. Griff's banging around in the back. You remember Liliana isn't here. She's out sick. The tavern actually was pretty well empty. Only a couple people here and there. And you guys were sitting, and Alexios had pulled up a seat and was sitting there talking with you guys. Who's talking? What are you guys talking about? I believe Grunkle was trying to do something.
That's right. We had left off with Grunkle had been telling the party about the bullying that had happened from the Lost Sons and how he'd been whipped with a stick on his back and it hurt real bad. And we had food and Grunkle had been talking about that, but it's probably simmered down at this point. Just a few greasy stains of tears on the table.
Okay. As Grunkle's tears,
I'm Grunkle right now.
As Grunkle's tears stain the table, what are you guys doing? What is Wylfer and Torvekek up to? That's right, Grunkle had just shared a drink with Alexios.
And everyone else except Torvekek. Because Alexios walked up and stole my drink.
Torvekek was like, nope.
Not mine. You're not taking mine today. I guess he's just gonna be kind of protecting, sipping his drink.
Okay.
Giving Alexios a hard look, like, you better not steal mine. I will kill you with axe.
Alexios will just smile and kind of raise his mug, freshly given to him by Grunkle. He's like, ah.
Don't steal.
Wylfer doing anything?
Ale.
Wylfer's just sitting there, listening to the conversation.
All right. Currently, no one's talking, so it's quite fascinating.
The very blank conversation that's happening.
After a long sip from his drink, kind of awkwardly looking around, waiting, Alexios will sit his mug down and be like, well...
Are you still doing stories?
Do I still do stories? Yes. Torvekek, I 100% still do stories, yes.
It's the one thing he's good at.
Are you still trying...
Survived the wilderness with me.
Trying to do other stories?
From what I heard, you got rescued in the wilderness.
And it made for great story, thank you very much. What did you do in the wilderness?
Also got rescued, so it takes one to know one.
He got chased by goat.
Grunkle think you two have the same thing in common, both saved by Grunkle. And that makes Grunkle think. Rather than wallow in sadness of pain, Grunkle think we turn day around by doing something good, saving day for Grunkle and for all.
You've got a puddle of water in front of you. I'm just gonna.
Thank you. Thank you for having my back by having my front, I guess.
Speaking of puddle of water, you guys should save the... Oh, sorry. Torvekek, my bad.
I don't know what you just said, but... How is the story going?
The story of you guys. Well, currently, they've been sitting in a bar getting drunk for 2 days straight while the town gets sick.
Yeah.
Sick of what?
Seems it's unknown. The only people who seem to know anything is a couple of fishermen, but who can say anything about that?
Still has crossbow and arm. It's kind of hard to do anything.
What?
You have a crossbow bow in your arm?
No, I'm pretty sure we got that removed.
No, no, that was a spear. Sorry.
Oh.
No, we got the spear removed.
Yeah, the spear was removed.
Everything's fixed.
We're all in good health, I was told.
It's been like a week since
I was like, the spear was removed like a week ago.
Grunkle think maybe you've had too much to drink this morning.
It is entirely possible. I just did get done talking to a drunk priest.
Before Torvekek went and interrupted you, what were you saying?
Yes, tell more about fishermen who know something about people being sick with ogre fever. Grunkle wished to stop this.
And do you know anything about the stuff growing back over the roads?
Stuff going back over the road. Oh, that you guys cleared and then it... Yeah. Alexa's like, I know as much as you guys. Every morning people have to clear this place out because the swamp keeps taking it over. I guess they talked about putting up a wall or... Yeah. They talked about building a wall or like a ditch, but apparently that idea was ditch to build a hole. How's that going, by the way?
How'd the whole idea go?
Yeah, you guys were digging a hole with the drill.
I'm going to start on that. He picks up a pickaxe that was next to him. I'll be back later.
There's a whole town meeting about, building
We were in
a
the
hole
wilderness.
for a bunker for the townsfolk to be safe when the attack comes.
Yes.
Are we still being attacked? Is that like still a thing that
I
we should be worried
no
about?
idea, to be completely honest with you, but I assume yes.
Seems like the festivities of the festival kind of got people to forget about things.
Yes, it threw things off.
There's like a dragon. You guys are gonna protect the town, right? Or should I be like
Yeah.
leaving?
Is it dragon?
You kind of skipped Grunkle's question.
What was Grunkle's question?
I wanted to know more about the sickness going around town and which fisherman would know more that you.
No, he didn't skip it. He just said it was no one knows.
This
I don't- I
town
don't-
has
Right.
so many problems.
I personally wouldn't trust a.
I mean,
Half the people
I-
can't. You can't even understand half the things those fishermen say. So who knows if they actually know
Griff
anything?
about it. Griff knows nothing about it. He just says he's dodged it for the time being.
Does anybody else think this town has entirely too many problems?
No, it has just enough problems for Grunkle to solve.
All right, which
On
problem did Grunkle want to solve at the moment? The
Grunkle
troll,
would like
the
to
dragon, or the
solve,
sickness.
or blacksmith. Yes,
We
4
also have
choices.
impending doom in the forest we need to fix.
Okay,
yeah.
5
And then
choices.
That's 5 or 4 things, right?
5. There's 5. Grunkle count
We
on
also-
hand 1.
We also need to worry about flood that is coming. I heard something about
Wait.
that.
Oh, Grunkle
Yeah,
not farmer.
natural-
Grunkle not care about flood.
Natural disasters can wait. It's fine.
Grunkle want to talk to fishermen.
Are we
Find out
sure?
more about sickness. Sickness could be very bad for town. Then
Yeah.
we get to the blacksmith that got burnt.
But,
Alive.
what about the troll?
Hmm?
With the sword?
Oh, you guys are chasing down the troll.
You shush. I'm
We have
trying
way
to
too
figure
many
out what Grunkle
problems.
wants.
We have too many
Grunkle's scared to
problems.
fight troll, okay?
I didn't even
Grunkle's
know
scared
trolls
because
actually
Grunkle
exist.
has toy sword meant for child.
Right.
Grunkle will draw his
Grunkle-
mortuary sword.
You've also got us, my bow and Torvekek's axe.
Alexios.
I got that reference.
Grunkle not get it on purpose.
Alexios. Do you
Oh, yes.
perhaps know
And-
what
and
the
we've also
little
got
ones are
Alexios.
doing?
I'm sorry, Wylfer and Torvekek were talking. I don't know what you said.
Sorry, still finishing my sentence.
Sorry, I don't
Carry
mean
on.
Stephanie. Do you perhaps know what the little ones are doing?
A little. Oh, you're the other. No.
Had a friend
they-
in Nimwort.
That took me a second.
What's his
No.
name? Yeah, that one.
I was supposed to accompany them on a journey, but they just seemed to be wandering around town, doing chores, and it really didn't make for much of a good story. You guys have
wait.
just been sitting here getting drunk, so that didn't make for a good story. So I've just kind of been listening to the townsfolk.
What all did they do in town? That could be a good story.
That's an excellent question.
You say it not make story, but Grunkle think those little ones very funny.
They're hilarious. Let's see. Let me refresh myself on their adventure. For anyone who's curious, he's speaking to about the other group, played by Tough Nuts and Nadis, playing Nimwort and Adareg, respectively.
Yes,
Who are also
Adareg and what's his face?
yeah, add a friend.
Yeah, you know Nimwort and what's his face?
Right. Well, I was sitting in here after not accompanying them, and then I heard some townsfolk talking about how they saw a couple of children trying to break into the elder's house. That was interesting. It's got to be them.
Yeah.
That's problem number 6.
No,
The
that's just
missing
what
as
they
well.
do. This isn't. You were right. Not interesting story. Okay.
Stop. The elder is missing.
They were seeing digging through a pile of manure last we saw, so that raises all kinds of questions.
Okay.
Right,
One of
so
them
they're
was
not doing
covered,
anything
the other one
about it.
wasn't. They were hanging out together. I don't know.
Okay. One question stands then for our table, and that question is, what are we going to do? We have listed 5 problems,
Yeah.
not 6. Not 6. 5 problems.
Torvekek is just sitting there counting like, there's more than one.
I
The
don't
problem
even know
that
what all those were.
Grunkle want to go after right now, yes, would be troll to get sword in ideal sense, but Grunkle think sickness through town, greater problem to deal with. If
Well,
there
we're
is
gonna go
poison in
sickness,
water, then Grunkle say we solve it first. What say you, Torvekek?
I say we probably need to worry about impending doom from the forest before we worry about sickness.
Actually, if we don't have any fighters, the impending doom's gonna happen anyway. It's
But
better
if
if people
don't
are
have
healthy than...
If we don't have defenses, then it won't matter if fighters are sick.
If we don't have people to use the defenses will be useless.
You know how long it takes to build defenses?
Do you know how long it takes to get a town unsick?
Yes, like
45 days for both of those.
That's
Ogre imperialism is perfect construct to recover lives and build.
Grunkle, it sounds like you might be our tiebreaker. Which one did you want to do?
Well, didn't Grunkle say he wanted to go to cure this?
Sounds like we're doing the sickness.
Or was it the troll? I don't remember.
Grunkle say troll would be ideal, but that's sort of a vanity project, and Grunkle need to do good to turn day around.
Do you think the troll's even real?
Troll.
Isn't that
Grunkle's
just like
mouth
a
just goes
childhood
open. Just...
myth to keep children in line?
I would prefer
Trolls
not to
lead
fight.
you.
I'd prefer not to fight troll again. Last time I fought troll, it did not end well.
You've seen a real troll.
You've got more skills now.
There's a couple in the deeps. We had to fight them. It was mostly two companies versus troll. Heavy casualties.
Wolf afraid of a fight. That's a new one. You want to write that one down?
That you're afraid of a fight.
A dwarf afraid of a fight.
Oh, I think you said Wilfer afraid of a fight.
That's what I thought I heard
That's
too.
a new one, and I was like, what?
Me afraid of a fight?
That's crazy.
I'm not afraid of a fight, elf.
So let's go fight the troll.
No.
I
Grunkle
have a
said
healthy
not.
respect for the amount of damage a troll can do.
So between what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're either off to fight a troll, you're either somehow going to cure the town's sickness, which starts with some belligerent fishermen arguing on the beach, you're going to raise the town's defenses for impending doom. Those all sound like great stories.
We've also put on the table argument with dwarf and elf about fighting a troll.
Tunnels. Oh, right, about the troll.
You think perhaps it
we can
might
come
be
back to that
better to take town and move over there?
No,
Move
this
Swamp
is
Town further
dope
into swamp.
location.
No, move Swamp Town further out of the swamp.
This is dope.
There's not much out of swamp there is.
Wait, no, hold up, bro.
Adventure. There's been like slightly dry ground and wet ground. There's not.
Okay, let me put it this way. At this point, we have impending doom from the forest. Town is sick for almost no reason. There's a troll stomping around. Elder gods that may or may not want us all dead.
Just you.
No, I'm talking about the other one that had the small children things.
Oh, Grunkle understand. Yeah.
Oh, I just
Yes,
smacked my microphone.
Well, can Grunkle make a suggestion then?
Yes.
Grunkle want to talk to fishermen to see if anything is valid. Maybe, perhaps, there is a connection between the things in the forest and the sickness. Remember Flower that bit Grunkle on nose, made Grunkle a little bit funny? Grunkle not really remember how he went.
There's a small chance that everything's connected. If we go talk to the fishermen and it leads to the other jobs we've got lined
What
up.
I'm trying to say is that if it's all connected, then wouldn't it be easier and much safer to move everybody elsewhere?
No, Grunkle was going to say. Grunkle was going to say, I go talk to fishermen, and you do things that make you feel better. Perhaps you can clear streets again. That reduces your anxiety last time. You were singing, having a good time when we were shoveling. Grunkle was crying. You were singing. Maybe you'd like to clear a road and help improve town while Grunkle will gather information, talk with silly fishermen, and then we reconvene for a good lunch.
Are you going to threaten to eat them again?
I'm gonna go with Grunkle. I am also.
It might be good idea.
Grunkle will take Wylfer, yeah.
Okay, I will, I guess, start getting the people that are not sick and dying and start digging. I'll start digging the foundations for the fence or the wall, or whatever you want to call it, the palisade, if you want to be fancy.
Yeah, be fancy. Fancy is better.
I will go with fancy.
Alexius, who will you be joining?
Well, to my understanding, wasn't a drill being made to help you dig?
That was the little one's jobs, but
Yeah,
They're working
what's
on
his face and
Their
Nimwork.
workshop is right outside.
are they there?
I don't know. They set up a workshop just on the outside of Hobbs Lodge here.
Okay, I will ask on the way out if you don't want to join me for that.
To dig holes or go talk to drunk fishermen about magical sea bees. I'm gonna go with magical sea bees. Digging holes, not really my.
You did not say anything about magical sea beasts. You said something about sickness.
it has nothing to do with sickness.
Listen,
What if it's
I get
just
like
easy?
every
Crossing.
15th word these fishermen say, so, you know.
Okay, well, I don't like this water anyways, so I'm going to go dig my holes.
It's because dwarfs are very dense and they sink very quickly.
Yes.
No
Session
argument.
1. Session 1.
This is true.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had issues with water before. I'm so sorry, I did not know that.
Grunkle, you've lost everything and your friend too. Let's just leave it right there for a little bit and come back next session.
that was episode 1. Was dwarves do not like water; they are too dense.
It was a mud pit. It was, mud pit.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That's just slow water.
It was
Yeah,
a
shall we
great
head out
episode.
Right, I will go talk to little ones.
Yes, Grunkle will consume the rest of everybody's beverages and then we'll head out.
It's like spilling over.
That's okay. Mine was mostly just backwash from Grunkle in the first place, so it's fine.
It's true.
Tasty. Has protein in it.
All right. So you guys are leaving Hobbs Lodge?
Yeah, I guess we all are on our own
Griff
little
will be
mission.
back with some answers.
All right.
Always splitting up the group, this pickle guy.
Yep.
I thought it was Fred that done it.
Oh, the Fred didn't... I mean, he's a dwarf. Of course he doesn't want to go interviewing people and being a detective. He's gonna want... That's why I thought, maybe he wants to do dwarf thing that reduces his anxiety about this. Go dig a
Yeah, makes
ditch.
sense.
It's a
Go
little
dig a
ridiculous of
ditch.
me, but,
Go dig a hole.
but it got us money last time, and he likes money.
a dwarf and
I
I'm
would also like to
digging
point
a
out that I am
hole.
playing Torvekek, not Fred, so
Yeah, so...
the detective thing is not my style.
All right.
Except for
Let's
sometimes.
do. I don't know. We'll just do.
Do you want
this.
me to do a strolling roll?
I was just gonna say, which one of you guys wants to go first?
I think Fred should go
because I'm
first.
still learning the town.
Okay, actually, we're gonna go with
Fred's closer.
Torvekek. Yeah, Torvekek's gonna reach
Or
his destination first. So Grunkle, Alexios, and Wylfer set off towards the beach. Correct?
Correct. Where we would assume
Where
that
the
the fishermen would
fishermen
be.
Yeah. I provided a map in the Discord.
Oh, was that
Oh, you did
pinned?
too.
Please say it was pinned.
I think
don't
it's
know.
pinned in the King's Crossing one.
In the chat, I believe.
Yeah, it's pinned in the King's Crossing.
I have the original here. It's not good, but it's there. Yes, there is like a fishing wharf. It's in shambles, but there is a fishing wharf down at the beach, near to the camp. It's like camp is here, and then Grass Hill, and then fishing wharf going out to sea. So you guys, you definitely have been around town for 2 weeks, almost going on a month now. So you guys are familiar with where the fishing wharf is. I don't think any of you guys have been there before. I believe you guys once encountered these fishermen and completely ignored them and moved on. But you guys are setting off towards the wharf. Meanwhile, Torvekek, you step outside, turn the corner, and you see what looks like a makeshift workshop, kind of haphazardly put together. Some planks put on some workhorses, some tools. Just kind of set up a small little canopy. It's kind of starting to come together. And I'm going to need our first check of the day, my boys. We're going to do and make sure I name this right. Can we get... we're going to go with an awareness check. Yep.
There we go. Just standard.
Actually, this one's going to be based on your dwarvenhood and being around machines, building, constructions. We're actually going to turn this to a difficulty rating of E.
All right.
Okay, needed a 62 or less, got a 17. You look and you see what looks to be, because you remember you went out to the crossroads and you gathered up all the resources to build that drill, right?
Right.
Remember that? Yeah, you guys brought all this back. You see those resources are all built. They're put together. But there's not a drill sitting in front of you. It is very much a pulley system instead. The resources you brought back were not used to make a drill. It seems to be a pulley system that has not been moved to wherever it plans to be used and put in place yet.
Those little assholes.
This is,
Never trust a halfling.
this is real. But yes, all you very much see the resources that were used are built into a pulley system.
Fine. Fucking halflings and gnomes. Why can you never trust them? I'm assuming I have a pickaxe at this point.
I am not sure you do.
Alright, where would I go get a pick? Or something to dig with? Because I'm a dwarf, I would assume I would have brought one with me, but...
You have a battle axe.
I think we borrowed shovels before from Kyler. But that's also why Grunkle brought up the whole, sorry to interrupt you, the general store blacksmith getting burned down as something that I think is quite important. That was one of our 5 problems.
You do remember at the end of the Spring Equinox Festival, Eldar Arlane talked about how the others had brought forth the culprit, the arson, who burned down the market. And
but they didn't bring him forward.
It turned to them and they were empty-handed.
Which is why Grunkle was saying, huh, a culprit. And I have a sword. Sorta. That's my sword's name is Sorta.
Sword.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go hunting for a pick.
Okay. The only other thing I can mention is there is a salt mine outside of town. You do know this town is known for its shellfish and its salt mine.
Alright, to the salt mine I go.
Alright, Torvekek heads out of town into the wilderness. Grunkle! Grunkle, Wylfer,
Wylfer, I kind of kept walking. He took a break behind me, so I'm up ahead with Lexius.
Yeah, and then I hear him, I'm coming!
Okay,
so you guys are heading over to the wharf. And you guys see, down on the beach, one guy sat on the beach, fishing pole sitting next to him, not currently fishing, but looks to be skinning, has a bucket of fish, skinning, and then another bucket of skinned fish that he's throwing into.
You think that's a fisherman over
there? Do you think? That's the man you see sitting on the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's a fisherman right there.
And you see another man.
I've spoken to that man once.
You see another man out on the wharf, a bucket next to him, a net in hand that he's tossing, reeling back in. This is the man you see standing out at the end of the wharf. Otherwise, the beach looks pretty deserted in this area. Shellfish kind of come up with the ocean and get pulled back out. It seems to be mid-tide. It might be coming in. You guys aren't sure.
Which one do you want to talk to first?
Yeah, Grunkle leans over to ask that exact question to Wylfer.
We're just face to face, and we're like, "Which one do you want to talk to?"
Grunkle says, "Are you a mind reader?"
There's a very small chance I might be, but I don't think so.
Okay, well, stay out of Grunkle private thought chamber.
Thoughts?
Yes, just stay in public
Ruggles.
room thinkings if you read mind.
Alright, if I read mind, but I'm not sure if I do.
Okay, Grunkle,
Psychic.
think perhaps we could split up and talk to each of these individually about what they know, or we could do together.
We could do like a good Grunkle, bad Grunkle type deal for the...
Nobody wants bad Grunkle. That's how people get eaten. Grunkle think we both should team up, actually, in this case, and talk to Netman first. He looks
what about
difficult.
good Grunkle, bad Wylfer?
I think Bad Wylfer got you put in cage.
You might be right. Let's try good Grunkle, good Wylfer.
Yes.
Alright,
You bring charm, Grunkle bring the, Grunkle.
Last time I used charm, I almost got dicked by a half-orc.
Oh. Grunkle not know about sexual relations with him.
No, dicked,
Or,
not dicked. That's a different...
Grunkle not make love to many orcs.
Let's go talk to this man.
Alright, yes. Alexius, don't write that last part down.
I actually forgot Alexios was here.
Rude.
So yeah, Grunkle will lead up towards the guy with the net.
Okay, at the end of the wharf.
Yeah, we're gonna start with him, and see about moving on to the second guy if this doesn't work, which I don't think it will.
Okay. Why did you say that?
No, just a guess based on how this guy appears and his net attitude.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you had a conversation with this man.
Grunkle did.
During a
It didn't go
pie-eating
well.
competition.
Yeah, it didn't go well. You guys approach this man. He pulls in the net and drops out some fish into the bucket, and then turns and looks at you.
Oh, does he have any like shellfish or anything that looks like a something that has a hard shell that might be difficult to bite with your mouth, perhaps?
Yeah, more than likely, absolutely.
Uncle's gonna break his teeth.
Yeah, Grunkle's
Clams,
going
oysters.
to approach, and he'll say, "Mighty fine catch you have here. Going to make a lot of money for yourself today, I bet."
Alexios, I'm writing this down.
Okay.
Grunkle have bet. Grunkle bet he can take one of hardest shells and bite it with teeth. Crush it. Single bite. You want to see? Okay, Grunkle will pick up one of the shelled things, like a clam or whatever, or any similar thing.
Hold on. Maybe let him choose what the hardest shell is because he is the fisherman.
Oh, yes, I'll put it back. Which one would be the hardest to break?
Kind of looks down. He
Man,
reaches
come
down
on.
in, grabs one. Reaches down, grabs one, pulls it out, bites into it, pulls out. It didn't work, and one of his teeth comes out. He's like, yeah. And hands it to you.
Yes. Grunkle will take that with the tooth still in it, I guess, and chomp down in a similar area, but I'm not looking to chomp directly into his tooth. Just show that I'm not
Before
offended
you
by
go
his
down
tooth.
into it, can I just take his tooth?
I know why.
Do you
allow
want me
him
to
to
roll
take the tooth?
anything?
You allow him to take the tooth?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Okay. Can you...
I have
don't
eat
even know what
anything, I think, but I also have brawn.
Yeah.
I have.
You know what?
toughness
With
cream,
eat
I think.
anything, I'm just gonna allow it, yeah. No, you...
okay.
Crunch it right in half. Like... It's like, if you bit, like, a plate. You know, and you, like, broke a plate and you're, like, chewing the
ceramic.
plate. Yeah.
So now that Grunkle has broken the ice, or broken the shell,
Your
if you
mouth's just
will.
like, your gums are like bleeding.
So this might make Grunkle sick.
He looks to, like, Wylfer and Alexi.
Yes.
He's laughing that you ate something raw.
Yes. That might make me sick. Is there anything you know about people getting sick around here, young man?
You see he gets real serious. He points to the guy on the beach.
Is that What are you talking about? Have you been speaking to him?
There's the sun! People go get in! But here you go!
Either he feels like he's being blamed for it, or he's sad that he can't do as much fishing as he used to do.
Oh. Is that accurate? Okay. Grunkle think that Grunkle hard to understand sometimes, but we will go talk to your friend. And we won't accept any negative. Okay.
He's not a friend.
I will talk to your competition to see if he is more
vocal.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, can we? Grunkle's going to back off and then turn around after he's like 20 feet away.
Like Grunkle said,
thank you.
When you're fishing.
What'd you say, Wylfer?
I was just repeating what Grunkle said at the beginning. The good fishing work.
You guys are going to be going to talk to the other man. Torvekek, what's your goal with going to the salt mine? A place that I, as a DM who is very prepared, obviously has ready.
Is it an active salt mine?
Yes. You actually ran into the salt
like,
mine owner. I think Torvekek insulted him.
What did I insult?
The owner of the salt mine.
Like called him not Dwarven.
You guys actually saw him again at the Spring Equinox Festival. Anyways, you're going to the
remember insulting him. Do you remember what I said?
Yes, he was pooping on a log, and you guys made fun of him.
Oh,
that guy.
That guy.
Yep.
We didn't know that he owned a corporation. This guy pooping on a log.
Well, I don't think I said anything to him. I was just talking to Grunkle out of earshot.
No, we insulted their culture.
Yeah.
Out of earshot.
We were like, gross. Gross that you guys are all just pooping together and looking at us, I say as I nude bathed in public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I could get a pickaxe and or recruit the salt miners to help dig some holes.
You approach the salt mine, and you see this man standing out front. He seems to have a cart full of gear, and he is sharpening his own sword as he sits out by the cart. He looks up. You coming to work?
In a manner of speaking. I imagine you know we have a problem.
I know we have a problem. What problem might that be?
The entire swamp trying to kill us along various other things.
You can see he's gripped his sword. He kind of loosens. I thought you were saying we had a problem.
Oh, no. We don't, well, I guess technically we do, but not between us. Whatever. I'm not good at this whole talking thing sometimes. So I've been tasked with trying to get defenses for the town. Yes?
Okay.
And as you can see, I am dwarf. So, defenses will require holes. And who better to make holes than miners?
You plan to defend the town from
No.
With a hole?
Just stuff coming from the woods, hopefully.
Things coming from the woods?
Yes, like elder gods, little tiny stick people. Heard something about the dragon? I
see. And you were going to save us with a hole?
No. It
is best holes.
We need holes for the pieces of the palisade to go into, anchor them into the ground, so we can make wall.
You're continuing the palisade. About time.
Yes. The only problem is I am single dwarf. and I can't really get message back home in enough time for it to really matter.
See.
His dating life's going bad.
Oh, because he's a single dwarf. No one loves me. I'm just. He's like, so you're trying to pull people from the salt mine. Have you talked to Mr. Karvar? Has he approved this?
I've not. I don't know many people in town. I came to see if we could get your help. If I cannot get help, I will attempt to do it on my own, but progress will be slow.
That's noble of you. I'd say talk to Mr. Karvar. If he approves it, I'll pull people from the mine to help you out.
Do you know where he is?
No. Usually he'd be at the market at this time, but with it gone, no Darlene gone. Best bet. Hobbs Lodge?
Alright, do you have description so I can know who I'm talking to?
You'll know him. Most businessman in town.
Got you. I appreciate it, sir.
Of course.
Um,
I'm Harlem, by the way.
I am Torvekek.
Oh. Sorry, one more time.
Torvekek.
Torvekek, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. If boss does not let you guys come help, I would need to borrow a pickaxe. I did not bring one from home.
Well, again, as long as Mr. Karvar approves it, I'm happy to help you.
I appreciate it, sir. I will come with... Well, I'll let you know what he says, I guess.
Okay. Thing. Godspeed, dwarf.
You as well. He turns around and starts heading back towards the town.
Sounds like in every MMO I played where you have to go from one location back to this location, back to this location, back to this. I feel bad doing it. I'm like, I don't like this. I already hate this quest. Okay, we're gonna jump back over to...
Go get this thing and take it to this person who will take you to take it to this person.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst. Okay, back over to your group. You guys are heading back down onto the beach.
Yes.
You want to start the conversation, or am I starting the conversation?
Grunkle think maybe you take the lead here, and we'll.
Oh, hey guys!
Right. No, you can talk to him.
Okay.
Hey
hello,
guys!
friend. What is your name?
Hey, I'm Frankie.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Maybe I saw you at a festival.
Yeah, you're hard to miss, big guy.
Which?
I think he was also doing the archery competition.
Archery.
Yeah, but he used his fishing rod.
Well, surely you'd remember if you were in the archery. We can choose not to remember properly.
I feel like that was forever ago.
Which of your fish? Which of your fish here that you've caught is the hardest one? Oh,
No,
wait, that doesn't work.
I don't think this. No, it's not going to work with him.
Grunkle's completely caught off guard here. Oh,
Sorry, Grunkle. We've met before. We came here looking for information on...
It looks like you've had a good catch today.
Yeah. Yeah, the sea's been real generous lately.
I hear that things have also been generous of sickness in this town. A generosity not desired.
You're saying that people are getting sick? Yeah. Yeah, we don't really go into a town much to try and avoid it. Hopkins and I.
Oh.
You don't know anything about it?
Well, I know everybody's getting sick.
What sick with what? Is it ogre fever?
I don't know what that is. We just know people are getting sick.
What is it like?
What are people... Oh, God. What are people getting sick with?
Are they, like, spewing vomit? Are they spewing butt vomit?
I hate that this is coming up. It's your usual common sickness, I think, but it's gotten real bad with people. They're, like, in bed laying there, sneezing, coughing, queefing, the usual.
Do you know how to? Sorry, I'm just gonna brush over that. Do you know how to? Do you understand your coworker?
Hopkins? Yeah. He talks
do you
funny,
understand-
but yeah.
You can like translate.
Oh
what he
yeah, of
says?
course.
Can we borrow you for a moment so we can go back and talk to him?
He's kind of mad at me right now.
What did you do to piss him off?
He did nothing. We
Then why
had a
did you
disagreement.
Piss him off. What was the disagreement?
Well, no one really believes us, but we saw something in the water, and we think it could help the town.
You think it could help the town?
Yeah, it brought some of the, like, it made the water, like, more clear, and, like, brought it back to life, and, like, made it nicer. So we think it's got some magical healing properties or something in it, and, it could help people not be sick.
So it's in lake, and you think we should get it out of lake, or
Well, that's an ocean out there, sir.
what?
That's an ocean.
It's salt water.
Yeah, well, lakes can be saltwater.
No, no, this is the ocean.
Real
What?
big
I don't
ocean.
understand. What are you talking about, Wylfer? Alexios, are you hearing this? Like,
Again,
Yes,
that's
that's an ocean.
oh, not you two. No playing pranks. There's big lakes, small lakes. This is a lake.
Yeah, this is the biggest lake in the known world.
All right. So what were you saying?
There's something in this lake that you call Ocean.
Ocean.
I knew a
See?
Sean, so
Told
I
you,
don't
no
know.
one would believe us.
No, but I believe you that thing is in lake. I don't believe you that Ocean is what this lake is called.
Lake Ocean.
Ocean.
Is it like a fish that you're trying to catch?
Yeah, it's just some big sea beastie. Had scales on it. I said we kill it, harvest it, and use the
And your
use the
friend said-
resources to try and heal the town. I
And
think
what'd your friend say?
that Bjoern guy, he seems to know how to make up those things from the resources. Maybe be able to heal everyone.
Okay, but what did your friend say?
Hopkins? He says
that
we
one.
shouldn't kill it. He says we please it and get it to bless the people. I think that's bullshit. It's a fish.
Yeah, and we spoke to a tree stump, so what's your point?
What?
They spoke to. Well, they spoke to the tree stumps. The dwarf and I have some very intense arguments about trees.
So, okay, so we might... You're gonna be here all day, right?
We live in this town, sir.
No, I mean, like, you're gonna be here, like, if we leave and then we come back, you're still gonna be fishing?
Well, that depends on when you come back. I gotta, like, eat and sleep at some point.
What
So,
time
This
is
yeah.
it at the
is
moment?
my job. Provide food. Yes, I fish. Yeah.
Is it, like, morning at the moment? This is me asking the DM?
I believe right now it's
like
mid-morning.
mid-morning?
Yeah, it's about like,
mid-morning, yeah.
getting,
So-
we would say like 10, 11.
Grunkle. We didn't see Bjoern in town, did we?
No, but you are reading my mind again. I think we should probably see Bjorn about
That's
this.
a complete accident. I just... this whole thing, Bjoern is a healer. Bjoern is very spiritual, right?
Yes, and he might know more information about this
So, okay,
to decide
so,
what the best option is.
Frankie, you said your name was, right?
Yeah. You guys want to go find the fish?
Don't
We do.
harm the big fish at the moment. When we come back, we'll have a better idea of what we're doing with it. Is that all right?
Well, hold on. Before we promise him that we come back, when did you see this sea beast and where? Was
This
it
morning.
morning?
We were in our boat out on the ocean. Yeah. The lake.
Out on Ocean?
Yes, the Lake Ocean, sure.
Oh,
Damn it, Greg.
So yeah, you saw it this morning.
Yeah, you guys want to come out with us? We can show you where it was.
Maybe we should go out right now.
Yeah, but
Because
if we
we
go
didn't-
out there now, they'll want to hunt it down. Well, this one
good point.
specifically will want to hunt it down. So, if you can
Yes.
wait until we're back with a little bit more information,
Yes.
then we can go out and see.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? Can I trust you not to go out there and attack it?
I can't fight a fish. He might be able to. Points to
Yeah,
Grunkle.
I have a
doesn't want to.
spear.
Oh, you're talking about Grunkle. I thought you were talking about...
No, not
Alexios looks around like, that's not my thing.
I trained with this spear. I can stab really good now.
Alexios, you're still here. Have you
Damn.
seen Bjoern today at all?
Last I saw Bjorn, he was headed north, out of town.
Fuck.
Ah, damn it.
He was with one old lady.
Alright, one old lady.
Damn it. Always chasing
Yeah.
those ladies.
There might be a flower lady with the flower crown and whatnot.
Bjorn's out there chasing those ladies.
He's just like, I've healed many people over wine with this old lady. And she's like, oh, you've healed people. I grow flowers in my garden after my husband passed. No. It's very romantic in the background of this
Alright,
campaign.
So, Frankie, I'm gonna have to trust you not to hunt them down.
Like I said, I can't fight this sea monster. We tried. I'm more than happy to take you out there.
Alright, so we'll be back hopefully this afternoon. If not, we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
I can't promise anything. We'll send Alexios first. He can come and tell you that we're on our way.
I'm not your messenger.
Are you my messenger, though?
No.
Oh, dang it.
Do you want something to do in town, or are you just gonna sit there and drink all day? Actually, don't answer that question.
A Grunkle will accept the drink all day.
And I know you would. So would he. Yeah, we'll send Alexios because he moves a lot faster than us before we come over here. No, we're not gonna make you do anything dangerous, Alexios. Look, just think of it as experience to write in your book or stories or what have you.
We'll
Alexios
figure it
just
out
looks
when
to
it-
Frankie and like kind of shakes his head like, yeah, right. He's like, okay, whatever
We'll
you
figure-
say, man.
We'll figure out a situation. We'll be back in some manner or form.
Grunkle and I appreciate your help. We'll be back.
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
you've
Thank you.
said
Thank
that
you,
like
Frankie.
20 times.
I'm gonna put my hand on his
We're still
shoulder
trying
and
to
say,
figure-
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Little charm. I
I'll
can
be
roll
here.
Okay.
Alexios, we'll be back.
We're heading back into
You're
town
just
now.
Alexios is like, oh, you're just leaving me here with him?
Alexius, rejoin group, follow group, going to town.
Alexios has rejoined the party.
Oh, thank God. I don't know why I did the player commands in character, but...
So those are the fishermen. Told you that was quite the experience, huh?
Yeah, I like Frankie. He seems
Magical
pretty
sea
cool.
beast.
Yeah, next time we'll have to talk to Frankie with, what's his face?
Hopkins?
That one.
Yeah.
So we need to find Bjoern and possibly the old lady that gave you that
We are
flower crown?
great at remembering people's names.
I mean, we're meeting people too, so we're learning names. Yeah, I think our goal now is to go into town, to go to the bar at least, and see if anybody knows where Bjorn's been.
See if Torvekek's there.
Yeah, if Torvekek is there,
Should probably
and
regroup
if
at
anybody's
some
seen
point.
where Bjorn's gone, because we would like to get Torvi back in the group. And it is the top of the hour.
Okay, yeah, that's a good stopping point. Torvekek, you're heading, I'm guessing, excuse me, to Hobbs Lodge?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So with Torvekek heading back out from the salt mine, which is not in town, so we'll roll and make sure that nothing happens to Torvekek along his path back to town. Meanwhile, Grunkle, Alexios, and Wylfer head up from the beach back towards Town Square, where Hobbs Lodge lays. I'm guessing you guys are heading back towards Town Square? You guys are
I
going
think
to
we're
see if
heading back
anyone...
towards the tavern.
Yeah, Hobbs Lodge is in Town Square, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where we're heading. Because if we see Bjorn out in like the town square, we would approach him first.
True.
Yeah.
Alexios did tell you that he was headed out of town north, but... with the group reconverging at Hobbs Lodge, you all find yourself standing in the town square outside.
Didn't even make it to Hobbs Lodge. Just like, oh, there he is.
Well, you found Torvekek in town square heading towards Hobbs Lodge. You didn't find Bjorn.
I'll wave to him
Yeah,
so he
that's-
can see a giant green like animatronic like showing him.
Torvekek, I'm
the
gonna
town
need you to
square's
roll
not-
awareness. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it,
You
is
see
it gonna be an
Grunkle.
easy or very easy?
No,
The town
just the
square is
hardest.
not, like, busy at the moment, is it?
No, it seems that some townsfolk are taking down the last of the Spring Equinox Festival, arrangements.
Didn't that happen like a week ago?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still working on it. They have other duties to catch up on because they took a vacation day.
Mm-hmm.
You said
That's how
duties.
PTO works in this town.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Torvekek,
Hey, Grunkle, how are you doing? How
we
did
learned
Wylfer.
so much. We learned so much. I'm hoping you made
Is
as
that you
much.
feeling this, yes?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. What'd you say?
You said you guys just said hi to each other, and I was just kind of in the background, and I said, "Is this how you feel, Alexios?"
Yeah. Yeah. Usually, everyone just kind of forgets I'm here.
You are a very forgetful person when you don't talk.
All right, listen. I let other people speak. Sometimes there's other people who need to speak. I can't speak at the same time as other people. Crazy.
That's not very bad-like of you.
Yeah. Well, I only have one voice. It's
Good point.
when other people are speaking, I can't also be speaking at the same time because that's not how the voices work.
Grunkle
Yeah,
has a big
voices.
mouth.
So, anyways, you guys were talking about something.
What were we talking about?
Yes, Grunkle was saying, we found out so much information. Hopefully you found out so much as well. And then people got very insecure.
The small ones fucked us.
What? What?
They built some
Hey,
sort
I know
of
this.
pulley system out of the material that is not the drill.
I mean, if we were able to talk to them again, have you not seen them at all?
No.
You didn't figure out, so you can't actually figure out what they were actually building with the pulley system.
No.
Because it could be like they could have buckets on it to pick up dirt and move it, rather than having people like carry dirt everywhere.
It is not drill.
Oh, but that would help a drill, and maybe they decide in their practical thinking. There were entire squads in the Ogre Empire designated to thinking how shapes fit together to make things that do things you want them to. A pulley system is basic one, I think.
So we're gonna go with the theory of they may have fucked us, but not completely fucked us.
They may have only had enough supplies to do first step and not drill step.
Weren't they the ones that calculated what we needed?
Well, yeah, they may have had to figure out another thing because everyone is sick and no one's in town.
And they're also small.
That too.
So scale of operations had to... Well, they should have factored that in, obviously. Is it raining right now? Is that what Grunkle's feeling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not sweating it, don't worry.
Okay, just good to know it's not tears from my eyes. Just tear from the skies.
Anyway, so
Yes, so
what
we found out
was-
information.
and unless you want, do you want me to explain it like Grunkle would explain it, or do you want Grunkle to explain it?
Either works.
I want to hear you explain it how I would explain it.
I want to hear that too.
Grunkle thinks there might be a big fish that has magical abilities in ocean.
The hell is Ocean?
The
Ocean is
ocean,
fictional creature.
Grunkle is come here. I walk up to Torvekek and I'm whispering in his ear. He thinks the ocean is a lake.
That explains a lot, actually.
So we're just gonna go. Me and Frankie. You know the fisherman Frankie,
No.
the
I
big
don't
guy
believe
with the high pitched voice.
Hey.
Anyway, the fisherman Frankie and I just kind of silently agreed that the big body of water that surrounds every piece of land that we know of is just a big lake.
Grunkle's shaking his head and like, oh, can you believe them?
It's a little easier not to argue with Grunkle, honestly.
This is fair, yes.
Anyway, is that how you would explain it, Grunkle?
Well, Grunkle would explain that there is some sort of magical sea monster in the lake that Grunkle traveled on to get here, that apparently a body of water is connected to. Lake to lake, as the smarts say. There's a belief that this fish sea monster might be something that could save the town, because it has a purifying quality in the water. They say the water becomes clear, and you've seen the water around here. It's not clear. Maybe clear water fish could bear some sort of benefit for the town, for cleansing their well or something. Perhaps we capture it, bring it to the town well, and purify the drinking water in hopes that that saves the town and makes everybody more productive for wall making.
But first things first, before we go and decide to remove the fish from its home, we're gonna go find Bjoern.
We thought we'd consult with him about medical properties.
There's currently two different arguments going. We either kill the fish and spread its meat through the town, or for
fish pills, like fish oil.
We help the fish and it grants a boon to the town to make them healthy, and I'm not sure how that works. And
or we
use magic, so
move it to the well and have it purify the well. We have three options.
We didn't even talk to Frankie about the third option, but Bjoern might also agree with that third option.
Grunkle kept that option in his pants. The pocket. To the side.
Does Grunkle wear pants?
Okay.
No. Grunkle keep pants in backpack.
Grunkle has like a
Grunkle wear power skirt.
Can you just crouch down for a moment? I need to look in your backpack real quick.
Oh. I thought you were like, oh, he's not wearing pants. Can you crouch down?
Like, I want to have a look at this.
No, I really want to look in your backpack real quick.
I'll give him access to the barrel.
Right,
okay.
I put my head in. Dibs, are you in here?
Dibs is not in there.
Alright, yeah, I've just seen him sneaking around a lot recently. You can stand up again, Grunkle.
Okay. So, plan is to find Bjoern, see if he knows anything about magical stuff, and progress from there. But Grunkle, feel like you didn't tell him your progress in the woods. Torvekek.
It wasn't much progress at all. I found salt mine, wanted to get workers from salt mine to help dig holes for palisade. They said they will not do nothing without boss, and boss is in here somewhere, probably.
It's not an excuse to drink, is it?
If it was, I would just say I was going to get to drink.
Good point. No, Grunkle. We're on a mission. You can drink afterwards.
Okay. Well, maybe we should go in to help him with his step of the quest.
Are you going to pick up a drink and start drinking if we go in?
Yes. Yes, you're right.
It's polite.
Yes, you're right. We should.
Can I have all of you guys roll an awareness check standard?
Yeah.
I barely succeeded.
Yeah, 45 or less got a 45.
Give me a moment, I have to find awareness.
Oh, Torvy.
Where's awareness?
Torvy. It's
Torvekek. Yeah, 42 or less got a 33. That's a critical success.
It's the second skill, below alchemy.
It was right at the top, I just didn't see it. It was just standard, you said?
Yep, standard.
Boop.
Failure. Alright.
Full spectrum.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Grunkle. You notice, you guys are sitting there talking, you guys notice as, you know, there's people coming and going and moving about the town square. But Grunkle, you notice someone has left Hobbs' lodge and is heading out. And you notice him because he's probably the biggest human you've seen in the town. he is walking out. Now, Torvekek, you notice him, but you notice he's walking next to another man. They seem to be walking together out of Hobbs Lodge, passing you guys in Town Square.
Just a random dude that I'd notice?
You just notice the two of them heading out from Hobbs Lodge, heading across Town Square, heading out of town.
Can I use perhaps my charm? But this is in earnest. Grunkle, I'm assuming the first guy you showed, his axe, that two-handed axe, is visible?
More than likely. Probably like swung over her shoulder or something.
Yeah, Grunkle will whistle, and be like, nice axe.
He kind of looks at you oddly as he walks past, and they're making sure that these are on screen. He kind of looks at you as he walks past. He goes, "Always to yourself, ogre."
Grunkle, sorry, just very jealous of such a beautiful weapon. You must be powerful warrior.
Just kind of scoffs at you as he's like, "Oh, go off, go kiss someone else's ass."
Okay.
I random dude. I don't know what you want me to do here.
You're good. Then move on out of town if you guys don't stop. What would you guys like to do?
Grunkle couldn't stop him if he
Dude
wanted
didn't
to.
give me a description. You gave me a description of dude has axe. They're really not.
Grunkle is truly jealous of that axe. It'd be so nice to have a weapon that I could put two hands on without feeling like I'm just grabbing part of the blade, you know?
True. And to
Grunkle
be fair, you
cursed.
did get a critical success, so I'm going to give it to you. That was the most business-looking man you've seen in town.
Damn it!
I'll give
Isn't
that
that-
to you.
Give it to me after he leaves.
No, it's fine. They're like walking past. You got a critical success. I'm not taking that away from you.
Sutter.
The guy kind of looks over his shoulder, and then the bigger dude, him, turns and looks, and he goes, "What you want, dwarf?"
You wouldn't happen to own salt mine, would you?
What's it to you? You coming to work for us?
No. I need help with project to help keep town from burning due to Elder God and assorted other beings.
Elder gods and elder beings, and you want Mr. Karvar's help to, and then he kind of gets a hand on his shoulder as the other man steps forward and he goes, "Aren't you the same dwarf who made fun of me out at the log?"
Torvekek.
You shut up, you did the same thing.
Grunkle.
I wasn't even here. Hi, I'm Wylfer.
Hello,
I
Wylfer.
apologize for that. It was, uncouth, I suppose. Not really anything I could say to make it better.
And you've got an elder god chasing you, dwarf.
No, it is more of the entire swamp wants to kill the town, and I want to help prevent that from happening. There may or may not be an elder god involved. Unclear.
How are you gonna help the town?
I'm going to do what dwarves do best. Dig holes, dig bunkers, and make walls.
Wolves build many walls?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
What do you need a social
I-
check?
no,
Are you
never
trying to bribe him, convince him, intimidate him into helping you?
It's... I'm
mean,
not
this is
really
earnest.
trying to convince him. I guess convince would be the closest, but it's more of the, if you don't help the town you rely on to sell stuff at and transport stuff to and from is going to burn in unholy hellfire.
Okay. Give me a charm roll at routine difficulty.
Yeah. I was just looking this up because there's two skills that use fellowship, charm and guile, and they seem to have a lot of like Maybe this isn't the time.
Guile's a lot more of lying or trying to...
It's more of an intellectual approach, is how it came out. Like, it does include lies, but the things that they have there is, like, trying to steer the conversation using false emotions or things, trying to, like, blather your way out of situations.
Torvekek is being nothing but truthful here.
Yeah,
He's not trying to
Charm is earnest.
Yeah.
He's not
and
even
honest.
trying to convince. He's just laying the facts out and letting dude do with what it will.
Yeah, and I just want to say that does seem to be the difference there. Is Charm is honest.
What are you asking of me to help you defend the town against an elder god with holes?
Well, the first part of the plan is to make holes to anchor the palisade in the ground, so that he can't be just pushed over. The second set of holes we'll have to build would be a bunker of some kind to put the civilians in if something does happen.
Very noble of you. Good luck.
I appreciate it. If you're not going to help me with men, can I at least have a pick? I don't care whether you help me or not. I'm still going to do it. It'd just be a lot easier with your help. I am only one dwarf after all.
Well, I'm not one to not help the town, so... Speak to Harlem. Let him know I said it's fine if you, use some of our tools as needed.
I'm assuming that's the man I met down at the salt mine.
No idea who you met at the salt mine.
No, he was the only one out front just watching, so I assumed he was a boss of some kind.
He's quartermaster in charge of the gear for the men.
Alright, I'll look for him. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Will there be anything else? I'm busy.
No, it appears you're too busy. I will talk to you when we're on death's door.
You've not seen a bear man person around here, have you?
Bjoern?
Yeah, Bjoern. Wasn't sure if you knew his name.
I have not.
Alright.
Fair enough. Gentlemen. And I'll turn and head out. The other guy kind of spits and turns and walks with him.
Take care of that axe.
They head out of town. Headed towards the salt mine. What do you guys do?
What direction is the salt mine again?
Salt mine is from you guys... east.
East, okay.
Yep.
Well, Grunkle think we should head north to try and find Bjoern then.
Alexios,
I'm also here,
can you
yes.
do us a favor? Can you go run to the salt mine?
I am not
and
your
talk to them?
messenger.
Yeah, I'm just asking this.
It is raining, I am cold, I would love to go back into Hobbs Lodge. You guys are... I keep thinking you're going on epic adventures, and now you're shopping and talking to people.
Part of an adventure is talking to people.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
you
need
should
to
jot
write
that
about
down.
those parts. When you
That's
guys,
how you build character in
you
a
guys
story.
are ready to do something amazing, you can find me at Hobbs Lodge.
Okay.
I'm gonna set this man on
We'll
fire.
tell you when we go on the divine adventure, definitely. Right before we die. It's definitely going to be on our priorities list.
Hobbs Lodge does sound nice.
Cheers, gentlemen. He'll,
Cheers.
head off towards Hobbs Lodge.
That is the laziest elf I've ever met.
You would know.
And I was captured in a cage for weeks.
Okay. So
If
since
he
we're
got
not going
captured
to
and put
Hobbs
in a cage,
Lodge,
he wouldn't be. Right, carry on. Sorry.
we're not going to Hobbs Lodge. We're going north instead of drinking some nice fresh ale poured from a keg.
Walk inside and
um,
grab yourself a drink. Come back out after that.
What? No, we're heading north.
Yeah, but if you want a drink before we go out, you're more than welcome to go in, grab one, come back out.
I'm fine.
I like this epic music with the idea of like Grunkle and is just like, yeah, fine, goes in, grabs a bowl of soup, just chugs it in one shot, takes a beer, one shot, and then rejoins the party.
You bitter now?
If Grunkle can do that, then he would take that offer up because you never start a journey on an empty belly.
Let's see why not.
And tosses coins.
Yeah, I was trying to remember who's covering your guys' tab.
Alexios.
I don't think anyone is. I think you guys have to pay for yourselves.
Grunkle has money, doesn't he?
Elder Arlene.
I don't
Just
think
so
Elder
many big
Arlene's
men on my
covering your
screen.
tab.
Where's my money?
I
What's the
currently
tab
have no
at
money.
so far?
I put a 4 gold coin bet down on the fact that Grunkle could beat a troll.
Wait, where is my money? It says I have one. No, that's the translation, I think. It says I have one silver, 25 brass pennies.
That sounds right.
Oh yeah, I
I'll pull
guess
up
that's
your
not the
thing.
translation part.
Trappings.
Yeah.
Yep, one silver shilling, 25 brass pennies. For the meal and meals, drinks 2, meal is 5, so 7 brass pennies.
Okay, we're going down to 18 then. I'll
Yep.
chug him down. I'll say thanks. And grab a little of my spittle because that's soup still basically, and I'll take that. And head on back to my party, and I'll start charging, not charging, but like stop marching forward confidently to lead the way north, to wherever we think.
Now.
Yes, we're going now. Ah! And pushing north. I'm assuming there's only one way north out of town.
Basically,
Bjoern!
you guys haven't gone north before.
Bjoern!
This should be interesting. Okay.
Yes, wait.
All right.
Are you good with that,
Throw.
Torvekek? We can talk to the mine quartermaster dude when we get back. Is that alright?
I suppose it's not like I'm going to get much done anyways by myself.
It's raining. If you started digging holes, you'd be digging pools instead.
Like I said, I wouldn't get much progress as it is.
So you guys head north, out of town. You actually head past the trail that leads.
Before we leave, I'm gonna pop my head into the inn. Alexios, we're going north.
Why?
He's probably like mid-drink. Like,
I just said why are you going north?
Yeah, you were riding. You know what? Fine.
Cheers.
Grunkle hates people who are hydrophobic.
You guys head north. You actually pass the trail leading off down to the right, which leads to the watering hole where you guys met Mateo. Rip.
I never met Mateo.
Not you, the other two.
Watched a small child murder something, and then everyone was like, "Oh, it was Mateo," and I was like, "Uh-huh."
You've never been there, but you guys do notice at this point that you guys haven't cleaned yourselves in like a week.
It's raining.
And
It's fine.
I'm gonna need a resolve check from everyone.
Oh,
with that-
okay. Can I not just take this moment to Grunkle decide that it's bath time?
No, you can. I just still need a resolve check, and for all of you guys,
So,
it's gonna be challenging.
Just a standard or challenging?
Challenging resolve check.
Boop.
Challenging.
Okay.
And we die because we didn't.
As you guys are carrying on, you notice you guys are heading up north. You're walking through town. You're coming along the path down to the watering hole, and Torvekek, you notice Grunkle's over there sniffling. Grunkle, you notice Wylfer has a kind of a throat thing going on, and Wylfer, you notice Torvekek kind of rubbing his temples every now and then. Kind of got some kind of headache. And you guys are passing the path down to the watering hole. Are you guys wanting to stop?
Uncle, think time to bathe. Feeling full. Feeling watered.
You know when the ogre says it's time to bathe, it's probably time to bathe.
Our uncle's turned into
So,
Uncle.
you guys are going to go bathe in the muddy water that is not going to get you clean.
Why'd you get so quiet?
Grunkle leaned away from microphone, maybe.
Not you, him. Torvekek's whispering to you guys.
Oh yeah, Torvekek, you do sound a little quieter.
Yeah, you've gotten real quiet.
I turned you up to 200%.
On me?
No, it's the same mic.
Yes, we're gonna go bathe in the water that may not be completely clean, but it's better than being
I
covered
don't
in
know.
dirt and mud.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Grunkle's removed his skirt. He's removed his chest strap.
So you guys are going to bathe in the muddy water that is not really going.
The cape is on the ground.
It's better than being covered in dirt and mud.
By ground, I
Alright.
mean I'm putting my clothes in like a spot where it's not going to get rained on as much, hopefully.
Hang our stuff up on a tree as
Are-
we walk past.
Yeah.
Are we at a better spot than last time to get clean, or is it basically the same?
This is the exact same spot.
Same
Sure.
level of cleanliness is what he was asking, though. Like, does it look worse quality? Like, is there algae and whatnot?
Oh, the water? It's same.
So it'll do
Same
nothing.
muddy water.
Grunkle's toesies are in the water now.
So it'll do nothing for us, right?
Townsfolk still use it to get clean.
All right. I will guard you while you get clean. Then once you get clean, I will clean myself, and you guard me. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Surely.
If you guys take off after,
Yeah, Grunkle's getting clean already. He's
If
throwing
we
caution to the
yes,
wind.
because we're going to abandon one of our own. Doesn't that sound like a great
Oh.
idea, Grunkle?
Yes,
Grunkle's
I
done
wanted
it.
to abandon the most power-heavy member of our group who has... Oh, I do like the whip with my hair to make the water go up. Oh, yes, I want to get rid of the one who has a good weapon and armor tailored to his beautiful dwarven body.
Torvekek just kind of deadpans. You did it before.
What? Oh, when you
Well,
fall
technically,
into mud, and
No. I was talking when small child got dragged off, and you said "fuck it" and chased it.
I didn't have a choice in that.
I think you were being carried.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
being
you were attached to backpack, yeah. Your bonus backpack. Made of flesh.
flesh backpack. Yeah, I
Uh,
didn't really have a choice in that.
yeah,
It's only happened
Grunkle,
once.
ogres sometimes have, like, what you know of dogs. They bolt when they see their target. I was trained as an ogre berserker to bolt after anything that I saw that I needed to do. Oh, such good mud.
You're not supposed to be packing on the mud, you're supposed to be washing off the mud.
It's reinforcing my mud.
Grunkle, it's at this point you realize your sniffles were just quick little. You're good.
Yeah, I shot those snot loads into the water.
Yeah, you did.
God.
Who's just kind of sitting on the edge of the water.
Yeah, I
know.
apologize for saying
Sploosh.
snot loads.
Sploosh, sploosh.
Grunkle's feeling a lot better then. As he
Grunkle's
finishes
fine.
bathing, he'll head on back out. Wait, is Grunkle the only one bathing?
No,
Seems
Wilfer
like-
was sitting at the edge, splashing himself.
Okay, weird.
Splash, splash.
It's ideal to immerse yourself rather than just splash it.
I didn't know how deep it was. When you climbed in, you were waist height, and I really didn't want to drown.
That's true. I was kind of sinking in a little bit. There's mud at the bottom. Feels
I
good.
was good just being on the edge, just kind of washing myself here, honestly.
You know, the Muddy Bottom River is part of the reason why I love this town. This is the reason we have to save it. Torvekek, Torvi, your turn. I'll draw my sword and my spear and be prepared, spear in offhand, sword in primary hand.
And I climb out of the water, shortly
I'm
follow Grunkle, get dressed, pull out my bow, and just make sure we're ready for a fight.
Is Torvekek gonna take his first bath?
And
Yeah.
we're going to give him the privacy garrison. Grunkle will, of course, point this out in case other people aren't part of the Ogre Empire. If he desires privacy in the bathhouse, then we stand with our weapons very solidly in the opposite direction. We don't look back.
Just remember to call out if you start sinking.
It will do.
And yeah, we'll give him maximum privacy bath. Is he splashing? I hear splashing in the background.
I am not splashing.
Like, are you doggy paddling around?
He just walks and kind of stands there for a bit and he goes, splash.
Oh.
Splish.
I like the idea that dwarves don't take baths because they just sort of rust.
Just rust.
It's like, what the fuck?
All right, I need you guys to roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Where's initiative?
I'm kidding.
That's okay,
All right,
so then
so
we're initiative
Torvekek, you take your bath. You guys all take your bath. We're gonna move on because we've spent 20 minutes trying to get you guys to take a bath.
Was that the beach episode that we've run?
Yeah. So you guys are able to wash yourselves, get clean as you guys head back out onto the road. Gathering up your gear, nothing exciting happens. No one's pooping on the log. No one's hiding in the water. You guys head north. Grunkle, you notice Torvekek's still nursing a headache, I should say. Kind of rubbing his temples. He seems to be sweating. Meanwhile, Wylfer, the cough, a raspy throat, you can't like, you know.
I get any of that tea from Bjoern?
You guys get to the river. I don't think you guys have come to this part before. This is a river flowing from the mountain, Mount Starlight, out to the lake called Oshan. This is a muddy river. You can see some townsfolk, not a lot, out on the mud, and they seem to be skirting around on top of the mud, kind of reaching in, grabbing shellfish, throwing them in a bag, skirting around on the mud, reaching in. Would you guys like to cross the mud river, talk to people, stop? What are we doing?
Is there any bear tracks?
Does anybody in our group have a tracking skill of some kind?
Yeah, you can roll survival.
So with the survival, it says a PPR plus 10.
It means you actually have it trained.
Yeah.
I'm looking around for Bjoern tracks.
You have a bonus.
I would like to also help him in this, if I can also roll.
Sure.
Or
there's rules for how to do that, but I don't feel like looking them up right now, so absolutely, you can both roll.
Is it just a standard roll, or
no, it's going to be routine for both of you.
Okay.
And then Wylfer gets a bonus because he's good at survival. 64, got a 54. Nice. Needed a 55 or less, got a 93.
Do I find a nice rock to eat, at least?
No, you both find the tracks. Wylfer, you find the tracks. They're headed north across the river. Grunkle, you find the tracks. He's probably walking backwards to town.
What? What?
Huh. So he came back this way.
So if you want to go find Bear Man, I need to go get people. Or do you need my help to find Bear?
use your help to find Bearman because there could be dangers out here.
But if Bearman walked back to town, then why did he?
Why
didn't we see him?
What are you talking about?
You see, because with bears, the toes go behind the foot. So, the pointing to the tracks, means he was walking to town.
Got an idea. Grunkle, how about we find out what he was doing out there before he walked back to town?
Don't we want to talk to him first?
He could have left a note or something.
Oh.
Saying where he went.
And we all know how to read. Okay, yes.
At least one of us knows how to.
Good or you both.
All right, sorry, Torvekek, you were gonna. Sorry, what? When we were discussing this.
I will help you find Bearman.
All right, so
Let's do it quick so we can go back to town and find him. Maybe one of the locals saw which way he was.
Maybe.
And Grunkle, I guess, will lead then a little bit confused towards the people grabbing the shellfish out of water to try and hail one of them down to talk.
Okay, I'm going to need everyone to roll either athletics or coordination, depending on how you want to attempt to traverse this mud river. Gently, delicately, tactically, or...
Yeah, let's go delicately, please.
Grunkle's going to go with raw force because athletics is 4% better.
Okay.
Grunkle, big leg. He's going to make big stomps. And he's going to get big success.
Nice.
It was athletics.
Athletics or coordination.
I'm gonna go with a coordination roll. I'm gonna fall face first into the dirt.
45 or less, got a 57.
You said standard?
Yes, standard right now. Okay.
Can I use a fortune point?
Not on crits.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
screw
right.
this game.
See, Torvekek and mud. So you guys head out into the mud river. Grunkle, you're plunging ahead.
I'll be back. I've got my headphones on.
Okay, you're plunging ahead, cruising on. Wylfer's moving with you, but he's a lot slower. He's slowed down way behind you. And Torvekek's stuck fast. You're not under the mud. You're on top of the mud. But you're stuck fast, as you almost fall over. Grunkle, you're ahead. You're able to plunge through. I need to know what everyone's doing next.
I wanted to hail down somebody to interview them on Bjorn's whereabouts.
Okay, perfect.
Like the nearest person, and also somebody who maybe has a crunchy-looking shellfish in their hand.
Okay. Torvekek.
I don't know because I'm stuck and fuck this game.
Isn't there something on land though? Like around
I'm not
here?
on
Like,
land though.
Oh, you made a few steps out.
Yeah.
I thought like if you were stuck near the bank, you might be able to back out a little bit.
No,
And, like, there might
he's
be
made his way out. You guys are all approaching like 25% across the
Gotcha. I follow.
river. Yeah. He's stuck. You're good. Wylfer's slowed.
I'm just
Wylfer,
gonna
you're back?
sit there and stare at Grunkle like, why do you do this to me?
Wylfer's on all fours, kind of.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna need either athletics or coordination roll from everyone. And Grunkle, it's standard. Oh, hang on. Grunkle, it's standard.
Sorry, that was me.
Wylfer, it's challenging. Torvekek, it's hard.
Mine is what?
Hard. Wow, Grunkle.
Challenging. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, I actually managed that.
Alright.
I wanted to play a strong ogre berserker, and these are the moments where it's like, yeah, this system actually is giving me my experience.
Yep. Grunkle,
Pew, pew, pew.
it's no problem for you. You move right up. You're at 50% across the river to where all the other kind of people, the townsfolk, seem to be moving about.
Grunkle.
Wait, they're on the other side of the river?
No, you're where they are,
Grunkle?
about 50% over.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Wylfer, you're stuck.
Okay.
You're basically slowed down. You're not stuck, but you're slow. You're like getting caught in the muck. You're like, oh god, you're getting covered in it. Torvekek, you've pulled yourself free. You're like, fuck this fucking mud, and you're moving again.
Grunkle, can you come back?
At this point,
My
Wylfer
thin
is
twig legs.
Wylfer and Torvekek are 25%. Wylfer's fucked up. Torvekek, you're good currently. Grunkle, you're 50% over. You wanted to go talk to someone?
Yes, I wanted to hail down one of the people out here gathering shellfish.
Okay. Yeah, you see a guy. He's reaching down, throwing shellfish in. He turns. Hello.
Hello, my name is Grunkle.
Jesus. Okay. He looks at just the 2 tracks of just completely cleared mud all the way back to the shore.
Tracks, on the edge of the tracks, there's just shellfish
sticking out. He's like, okay, all right.
So, sorry, Grunkle is searching for a bear man named Bjoern. Have you seen a bear man named Bjoern travel through this area recently today?
Yeah, I saw a bear guy. He headed north with Evelyn.
Oh, excellent.
that's Granny Evelyn.
Did I see the direction he pointed with his finger?
Yeah, he points across the river where the bear tracks come from.
Okay.
Backwards bear tracks come from.
Okay, that's really weird. Maybe he was like, oh, duh, he was moonwalking.
He was
Obviously.
walking backwards north. Yeah.
Weird. Friendly stranger, do you know anything about any sickness that's been going around?
Yeah. No one is able to work. They're all sick. Why there's only like 10 of us out here.
Oh. What kind of sickness is it? Is it a bad one, or is it just one that is keeping people down for the count for a while?
People haven't been sick this bad in a while. In bed, can't move, sweats, sneezing, coughing, queefing, all the symptoms.
What you think caused it?
I don't know. Swamp? It could be
yes.
anything. Swamp, curses, piss someone off. Could be anything. I highly doubt anyone around here is responsible. You know, we all try and take care of each other, so I doubt there's like poison or anything. But
Grunkle just wonder if it bad water or bad food. Do you have a shellfish Grunkle can buy from you to have for a snack?
he looks down at the plethora of shellfish. He goes,
He
wanna
grabs
buy
I grab a brass penny and hand it to him.
He picks a shellfish off the mud and hands it to you.
I'll
Straight up to the ground, not even out of his basket.
There you go.
I'm trying to buy like goodwill here. And I'll take that shellfish and just toss it in my mouth and go.
Oh wow, that's different.
Thank you, kind shell farmer. I much like these edible rocks that your people have been farming. I find it very inspirational.
Crunchy on the outside, squishy in the center.
That's a lot
Those
nicer
are
when you
not
crack them
rocks.
open and cook the meat inside.
Have I made it to them, or am I still trying to get across?
Yeah, it's a good question. At this point, I need a roll from Wylfer and Torvekek. Wylfer, you are rolling. Let me get this real quick so I tell you guys the right thing. Either athletics or coordination. Wylfer, you are rolling at. Did you roll standard last time? No, you rolled.
I rolled standard and then I rolled the correct one.
Right. Okay. Challenging. Okay. This time you're still at challenging. And Torvekek, you're at challenging.
But I got free.
I see the logic now.
Okay. Wow.
Great success.
Yeah.
Great success.
Torvekek, you move into Grunkle's trail and scurry up behind him. Wylfer, you pull yourself out. You're like, you get free of the muck, and you move up next to him as well. Wylfer is completely covered head to toe in mud. Torvekek's bottom half is completely covered in mud. Grunkle's feet are covered in mud.
Oh, gross.
Uncle,
I
you
just
did.
bathed.
You guys are all together, yes.
Oh, my friends have caught up.
The man's
So I have
moved off.
found. Oh, okay. Goodbye, sir. I hope the best for
Can I
your
just
family.
watch you eat a shellfish off the ground?
I paid for it, so it's food.
I mean, it was food before you paid for it.
Yes, but Grunkle has been accused in the past of, oh, you're eating trash just because you find food on the ground. Anyway.
I wasn't questioning the fact that it doesn't matter. Anyway, carry on.
Yes. Wylfer, do you need to be cleaned?
I need to be carried.
I'm gonna pick him up. Does he resist?
No.
I'm gonna lick his
resist?
No!
I'm gonna lick
no!
his face.
No!
Like I pick you up, I lick your face to like clear
my.
off the mud, and then I'm gonna put you in my barrel.
You know, I appreciate it.
Because he can't
mud
see
if
with
not
mud on his
small rocks?
eyes, so I got my tongue especially in there. Anyways, all right. So this is the direction. I point in the direction that the shellfish farmer had pointed me. It's the direction that he said Bjoern was going with Granny Evelyn. So I believe we must continue marching across this water.
Right.
Mud.
Water? What is mud if not thick water? Let's go.
Yes, indeed. I wish there was a bridge. We need more dwarves. I say, like, with a twinkle in my eye to try and, like, motivate Torvekek when we proceed to go across
If
this
we had
level.
more dwarves, I wouldn't need to talk to Salt Mine guy. But to get more dwarves, I need to know how to read and write. But no one seems to know how to read and write.
Yeah,
I know
so
how to
now,
read and write.
let's plow
English.
through this and build a bridge later. Yeah!
I can read and write in Elvish. I don't think it'll help.
It does not help.
In fact, they might think you're a prisoner of war or something.
Yes, I think they would try to kill me or
Or me.
kill you.
Grunkle,
That's
Adarag,
also
or
important.
Grunkle and Adarag. Grunkle and Torvekek, I'm going to need either athletics or coordination checks. Grunkle, you're rolling at routine. And
Sorry for
Torvekek,
making
you're
it hard
rolling
for you.
at standard.
But we're out of the mud.
No, you guys are 50% of the way through.
We're about halfway through them.
Yeah, we are not even close to being onion rings.
All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna use a fortune point on that one because screw
That's
that.
fine.
Okay.
There's not two of us walking through the. There's not three of us walking through the mud anymore. There's not two. Oh no.
Do you want to use another fortune point?
Sure.
You can use my one that I would have used.
All right, I'm gonna use one more.
Would you like
Nope,
to use
alright.
another
Oh,
fortune point?
cool.
Nope.
Good to know
I
that
guess
we
I'm
would've
just
both
gonna
failed
remain
that twice.
stuck in the mud.
Grunkle, you move on. You make it about 75% of the way. Torvekek, you've made it maybe 60% of the way.
Wylfer in the barrel is acting like he's also walking.
Grunkle will accept neck massage, but okay.
I'll need another check from Grunkle at routine. And Torvekek at...
Fuck me.
Oh, no.
Would you like to use a fortune point? Torvekek, yours is at challenging.
A means better, right?
No. Grunkle, are you using a fortune point?
I'll use a fortune point.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say that like a snotty little bitch, but
All right. I'm this close to just.
Grunkle, you go to take a step and you're like, duh! Whoa!
I have
Gah! And then
cargo is what pulls me through.
yeah. You break free and are able to make it across the river. You turn around and you see Torvekek's fighting with the mud about 65% of the way across the river. He's like, get off me!
Hey, wait, Grunkle, do we have any rope I could attach to one of these arrows? We could just shoot it over there, he could grab the rope, and we could drag him out.
Grunkle
Shoots Torvekek with an arrow.
Grunkle think that perhaps physics not on your side with arrow.
Okay, can we
Small
tie...
arrow, rope.
Can we maybe... Is there like a stick on the ground that we could tie a rope to, and then you could throw it over there?
Grunkle
less
not
chance
have
of
any
me
rope.
Accidentally murdering him?
I
Grunkle
don't
could
think I have any.
Go
rope.
back
Do
out
we
and
not
get
have
him.
rope from, like, when we hunted those animals, or collected those animals?
You guys asked for any gear from Kyler? Including the rope he offered? Before you guys set out? That's a no. You guys said, no, we don't need
Yeah, it is a
anything.
no.
And Kyler was like,
it was
okay,
a
bye.
deer.
And then you guys were like, let's go get some gear.
There
We
was
saw
a deer.
Kyler?
No, this
There was
is
a deer
when,
that was hanging up
at the very
by a
beginning.
rope. I shot the rope to bring the deer down. We should have rope from that, should we not?
You have rope?
Not in my
Do
inventory.
you have rope?
Okay, well. I don't handle your inventory, so if I gave you rope and you didn't write it down,
Let
It was
me
just
see if
those
I
two.
got it.
then it
I don't think I
was...
did.
I don't think
When you guys
having
turned
rope
the
is gonna help
meat
you get
over
out.
to the people, they took the rope with them.
I have Mattio's locket. Wait, didn't I give that to what's his face?
Yeah, you gave
You
that
did.
away.
You guys in your inventories.
Oh, I have the mud boots.
We all
We
have
do
mud
have
boots.
mud boots.
You all
But
have
this
mud
was
boots.
this was I assumed was much more dense mud.
I don't think any of you guys have put on your mud boots.
Oh, we had to.
I forgot you guys even had them, so if you guys want to put them on...
Yeah, I'm putting on the damn mud boots.
Believe me.
Grunkle didn't wear them on purpose to make a point.
I forgot you had them, so you guys need to be aware of your own inventories.
Yeah. Grunkle was
Really
just making a
do.
point about the government.
Yeah, so if you guys put on your mud boots,
He's
Torvekek,
probably further. He's probably further than a yard away, right?
you guys are over there talking, Torvekek sits down in the mud, puts on these boots, and you walk on top of the mud across
Yeah.
over to the other side.
He's probably further away than a yard, right? I wouldn't have been able to use my bullwhip to.
The way these mud boots work is it's basically like a snowshoe, but built for the mud.
You know, we probably should have remembered we had these before we started this.
Grunkle wanted to make a point about the government that he disagrees with.
What
I
the
gotta agree,
hell
Grunkle.
does that have to do with the government?
Sometimes you have to slog through a problem to make a point.
I forgot you guys had
I'm
those.
just
So
sitting
you guys,
in
go
the
ahead.
in the barrel, and I'm like, yeah, here's yours, Grunkle, and I'm like,
He pulls them out of the barrel.
Oh, I have mud boots. Grunkle says as we hit the top of the hour.
Yeah, if you guys remember, the other group went north, you guys went east. Now you know why they developed and designed mud boots, because they also went through this.
Oh my god, yeah. That
they
makes
went
sense.
they went through this and were like, nope, fuck that. We're building a way to get across this, so they designed mud boots. All right,
I like to
we're
imagine everybody was also like all the people that were picking were wearing mud boots, and we're the only ones sloshing through.
No, they don't have mud boots.
Oh,
They
no?
actually
They
no.
don't care. They've got a lot
The
of
other group
practice.
talked with them and had them teach them how they move across the mud, because the other townsfolk live here and know how to move across the mud. So they were like, "Hey, can you guys teach us how you do it?"
they see slightly drier patches and walk through the slightly drier patches.
Yeah, so they taught them.
Grunkle will lead onward without letting Wilfer get out of the barrel, unless he.
We've been like started climbing out, and you're just like, Wolf is just like.
Well, if you are starting to climb out, then I'll let you get down. But if you don't do it quick enough, then Grunkle will start moving forward.
I didn't even make it obvious. If you start walking while Wilfer's climbing out, then it's Wilfer's fault, not your fault.
Yeah, I have the ability. What is it? I have Nerves of Steel.
Also, I would like to point out that I've also put on my mud boots just in case.
They don't fit inside his barrel.
Yeah, they're probably pretty big.
No, as I was climbing out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He sat on the top edge and slipped him
Yeah.
on.
Hopped off like
then jumped off.
skis. Okay, so you guys continue to head north along the trail into the swamplands. As you guys travel along, you're hearing almost eerie silence. A couple chirps, a couple crickets, a couple odd, like wheezes or gurgles or growls from the swamplands. And you notice this northern trail is kind of a highland. That kind of is like, think of if you're walking on the top and it's got two grass like sides going down into the swamp on either side. And the trail kind of weaves around. That seems to be the most walked trail going north. As you guys travel along, you come across what looks to be the site of a scuffle. I'm gonna need everyone to roll standard awareness, except Wylfer, who can roll it at routine.
Oh, now I'm getting successes.
Yeah, thanks. You stole my success.
Okay. Torvekek and Grunkle, you guys notice something immediately. Next to the scruffle, you see an erupted, broken, purple plant. And
I draw my sword and my spear. I draw my sword and my spear.
Okay. You guys also notice something else, but first, all three of you guys notice where the scuffle is, kind of in this trail. The grass is all kind of strewn about. There's definitely been some activity here, and you guys see what looks to be a ripped, shredded net pinned to the ground. Looks like it was completely shredded.
Is there Bjoern tracks leading to that track? The trap?
You're gonna need to roll survival checks to see if you can still find Bjorn's tracks. Grunkle and Torvekek, you guys notice something else. You see this erupted purple plant, decayed, broken apart, kind of withering. It looks rotten. What you see is behind it, like your vision's on this, the background's hazy and faded, but as the background comes into focus, you look out past and you see another broken, erupted purple plant.
The survival check, is that just a standard roll?
Yes.
Grunkle, isn't that the flower you tried to sniff?
Yes! Grunkle loves flowers, and this is an evil flower. This flower creates the twig monsters, and it was a small one that bit me on the nose.
What do you mean they create?
Grunkle is filled with rage.
When did you figure out it makes twig monsters?
Grunkle not like these plants. There must be twig blights around. Draw your weapons. Prepare for combat. Draw your bow. Draw your bow, please.
Torvekek just takes the axe and shield
Wylfer,
out.
you are able to find Bjorn's tracks continuing north.
I also draw my bow when he says to draw my weapons. I would also like to dip my finger in my fingers in my bag and get a little bit of oil as well.
Okay.
Just to cast candlelight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll incantation for me. God, man, I know I should have looked this up beforehand.
I'm such a pain. Why did I have to be
there's reasons. I don't have it up right now. You know what? I don't. You're fine. That's on me. I'll look it up.
It's just a standard roll then?
No, you don't even have to roll. Don't even worry about it.
No.
I'm spinning around though, like trying to get a good angle
Yeah.
to see if there's anything creeping up on us.
Perfect. I need. What is Torvekek doing?
I've drawn my axe and shield and kind of looking around, looking under, and not really going up to the bushes and lifting up to look under them, but looking to see if there's any short things running around.
Okay. And Wylfer is examining the tracks of Bjorn. I need all of you guys to roll awareness at routine.
Him up. Oh, that's a good roll for. Oh, that's a good roll for both of us, Wylfer and Grunkle.
You say
So
routine? Because I
twinsies.
didn't hear the routine part.
Twinsies.
At routine, yes, sir.
You're reading each other's minds.
All right. All three of you hear nothing, but you all feel a shiver rattle from the ground up your feet, up your legs, up your spine. Just a quick.
Hey, Grunkle,
Yes.
did you feel that?
Grunkle not.
Grunkle
No.
feel that.
Grunkle
Wylfer
not,
felt
no.
that. We should probably continue heading forward rather than stopping in one spot.
Who feels like fight the Elder God? He kind of lifts the axe up and starts walking.
Again, you hear nothing, yet you feel once more a shiver go up your spine.
Oh, Grunkle, remember the time we were trying to sleep, big monster. Just keep moving. Grunkle will lean in and start whispering instead of shouting like a mad fucking monster. He'll say, "Stay very quiet. Don't speak
Out of
unless needs.
fear,
No, don't speak unless needs."
out of fear of making too much noise, Wylfer puts his hat over his face, over his mouth and nose.
Grunkle will also add the following 2 words: swamp dragon.
Swamp what?
And with that, you guys, again, hear nothing. It's dark. The purple haze of the swamp is all around you, engulfing. The trail is hard to see, but Wylfer's keeping you guys on track. And as you guys kind of look forward, you, again, hear nothing. But all of a sudden, first Grunkle, then Wylfer, then Torvekek, feel driplets hit you. As you look, and something is going right over the top of you, off to the other side, into the swamp.
Torvekek is gonna kind of hunker down as quietly as possible.
I want to put myself in the way of Torvekek in sort of a I'm the shelter of my friends.
Okay. What is Wylfer doing?
Wylfer puts his hat back on, with his fingers still dripping with oil, and holds him up next to the arrow that he had ready.
Okay. Whatever this thing was went right over the top of you into. Remember, you guys are on like this grassy knoll, kind of this island, and basically out of this side of the swamp over the top of you into that side of the swamp.
I point out that my hat has now also got oil on it.
Ignites arrow, ignites hat. What do you guys do?
Like after the threat is gone, Grunkle will say, "I think we're clear." Maybe.
So, are we going to assume that it ate bear man, or
No. As far as I can tell, the trail keeps going.
Can
And
Grunkle
with that, you
roll?
guys hear nothing, but you feel another shiver go up your spine.
all right? I think we should not talk.
Can Grunkle roll folklore? Perhaps to see if he has any inclination about what's going on in this situation.
Absolutely.
Because as a berserker, this is a skill that I will put a point into at certain. Actually, it should have a bonus in it, I think.
Oh,
Because I've already
Am I
taken
able to-
folklore, actually trained, so I trained it
I've
in
got-
this town.
I've got the APPR plus 10 for folklore as well.
Rocco, it looks like you.
Is there a way I can help?
Did you retrain it? Was it not trained?
No, it's trained.
It's
My
showing it's
intelligence is a
trained.
39,
Yeah.
and so my skill is a 49. So it did give me a plus 10.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's showing it's trained. What were you asking,
Yeah.
Wylfer?
Is there any way I can help with that? My folklore has the
That you're
I
trained
assume
in
it
as
is
well.
approximately, yeah.
I don't have the rules for the helping right now, so what we're doing is just go for it. You can roll it as well.
What would I be rolling?
Folklore.
Yeah, standard. Difficulty
Yes,
rating is what I mean.
standard.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Woo!
Grunkle,
Yeah.
you're trying to remember, and then Wylfer shuts you down. We know nothing of this at all. There's nothing we've heard that could possibly be related.
Okay, yes, we shall shut the fuck up. Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think we should all say that we shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Torvekek kind of starts doing the old dwarven army hand signals.
Yes, because we're all gonna know what that is.
So he's kind of just like, be quiet, move forward.
Can-
Hopefully you get the gist.
should we use our we have our intelligence skills to learn some quick sign language. Could we maybe roll Grunkle, because Grunkle understands military stuff to
I would
the
say
degree
Grunkle,
that...
you can understand.
Oh, I can understand.
Oh, yeah. Because
Oh, okay.
military tactics and hand signals, it might not be exact, but you get the idea. Like for you,
Yeah.
we'll say for him, it's like, stay quiet, go forward. For you, for the ogres, it might be like, stay quiet, go forward. And it's like very similar to where you're like, okay, I get the gist.
I'll whisper exactly what it is into Wilfer's ear. But Wylfer, your ear is going to feel very humid.
I'm gonna like dab off the oil off my fingers. I'm gonna do something that may or may not work out. I'm gonna reach into my pocket.
It can only go well.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, this is happening as Grunkle is presumably following Torvekek forward.
Yeah, Torvekek's moving, Grunkle's going to follow, and Wylfer's reaching into his pocket.
Too.
I would like to cast Hat Trick instead.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's have you roll incantation. I know
Just
it's not the
standard roll?
exact way we need to do it, but yeah, just standard.
Wait.
Okay.
What? What is hat trick?
Here, nope, not the one. Here. Okay. Alright. Small living creature of your choice. What are you producing?
Of
Dove. Okay. You guys are both ahead. You don't see anything, but all of a sudden you guys hear the coo of a dove behind you.
So as I like pull it out of my hand, I put my other hand over the top of it.
It dies.
So it doesn't like flap or make a noise.
Okay. It's suffocating in your arms.
Well, that's how you hold a small bird.
No, I know.
That's
I'm
correct.
just he's just pulls the dove out, kills it.
I would
Dinner.
I turn around so I'm facing behind everyone, so like I let everyone past and then I just kind of go.
I got you. Okay. Grunkle and Torvekek, you guys are moving forward. All of a sudden you hear behind you, a bunch of noise kind of takes off. Looking behind you, you just see Wylfer going.
It kind of in a forward motion.
Yeah,
so
no, I know,
like
I know
up above
exactly.
me.
I know what you're doing. Yeah, and you guys hear nothing, but you feel shivers go up your spine. Multiple, but they get less and less strong, and eventually diminish.
I'm still kind of following them, but now I'm just walking backwards and I'm just kind of watching what the dove does. What happens to the dove, or
yeah, you see it fly through the trees, and then a shadow, and it's gone. You just see a poof of feathers.
we can move a little faster now.
Maybe 100 feet back, like 200 feet back, a ways back. What do you guys do?
Well, so Grunkle and Torvekek are not quite aware of this experiment then, because we are. We have all said we shut the fuck up, except for Torvekek, who is a dwarf, and we can't bind him to agreements like that.
Okay.
So we're not aware, but we're not aware of that experiment, correct?
I mean, if you turned around, you probably could have seen a dove flying backwards. Look back behind you guys.
Like a
through the trees.
mutated dove with like a foxtail or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, we'll say, yeah, a dove with a foxtail behind it. It's trying to fly, and it's all off balance, and then all of a sudden, poof, and it just feathers fall to the ground.
Grunkle will give an expression of concern. I guess he'll do you like, and then glancing forward with a nudging face, like concerned.
Just push. Does the hand signal forward again, and
Grunkle nod.
Wylfer, do you
Grunkle look
continue?
at Wylfer. Nod.
Nod.
No.
Okay. You guys push on northward, moving along the weaving highland trail here, this grassy knoll, leaving the shredded net into the ground behind you.
Wait, hold up. Can we? I forgot that you had mentioned that. Can we investigate that before we leave? Can Grunkle break off after doing that whole nod movement?
Nod forward. Okay, Grunkle goes
I wanna-
backwards.
I touch Torvekek's shoulder and point to Net.
Yeah, is it just to remind you guys, there was the scuffle spot in the trail. There was decayed purple flower further away in the swamp, decayed purple flower, and what looked to be a net that was pinned to the ground with spikes that is shredded.
Okay, Grunkle will pull everybody in. He has a hand on each person's shoulder. Tapping Torvekek's shoulder. Point to Net. Shrug. And then Wylfer tapping your shoulder. Point you to.
Torvekek will go nod and I guess just kind of try and help best he can, if he can.
Wylfer. Scuffle marks.
Oh, I didn't even see those. I was just paying attention to the bear tracks.
Yeah, Grunkle will try and push you forward gently with his hand towards the scuffle marks. Everybody with a shut the fuck up on their lips. And then Grunkle will look around as well. Joining the ripped
I'm supposed to be
net
doing
to see if he can add anything.
I think what Grunkle's trying to tell me to do is check out the scuffle marks.
Alright, so what is Torvekek doing?
Standing guard, I guess, if they're both checking.
Okay, what is Grunkle doing?
Yeah, Grunkle is doing what he told Torvekek to do, but Torvekek is doing a better idea than Grunkle had. So Grunkle is going to investigate the net.
Okay, and Wylfer is?
Investigating the scuffle marks, I guess.
Okay. Believe I'm gonna need awareness checks from all three of you, actually. Standard across the board.
I'm the best at awareness. I should have been a guard so that I could see my own feet. My own goddamn feet.
Okay. Torvekek, you're standing guard. You don't see anything. You continue to hear kind of the caca, rawr. Adventurers out there. Sorry. It's from Up. Anyways.
Never seen Up.
Oh really? Oh, it's anyway. Grunkle, Grunkle, you're going over. You see, it looks like actually you'd probably be familiar with these like climbing pythons.
Yeah.
Stabbed into the ground, pinning what used to be a net. It looks like a handmade net. Very shoddily made. Shredded on the ground there. Wylfer, you see the tracks, the bear tracks going forward. You see that the grass is all disturbed. There's definitely been some kind of scuffle here. It looks like the scuffle almost started on the east side and like came up onto the grassy hill. But that's about all you guys can really tell.
Is there a visible connection between these two things? Like, is there a scuffle leading from the net to that scuffle spot?
It's all kind of right in the same area.
Okay. Detective Grunkle will stand up from his quandary here.
You've got decayed purple flower, further away decayed purple flower in the swamp. Also off the east side, you've got scuffle marks east to top of the grassy knoll. You've got pinned down, made net, shredded, and bear marks going from north.
Yes, Grunkle is going to try and bring everybody into conversation distance.
I was already standing beside Grunkle.
Okay.
Wylfer leans
Grunkle
in.
will pull you. Everybody's into. I'm assuming that Fred has his headphones on still, so I'm pulling everybody into face distance, breath distance, I should say,
Okay.
so that we can all very much keep the tone quiet, very, very quiet. Grunkle will say, "I think that somebody here found monster like twig blight. They tried to pin it down in a net, but it made of wood. wood sharp, wood cut. They had scuffle. Down over there. Grunkle will not know what happened, but is there lot of blood? No, Grunkle will not see lot of blood. Grunkle would smell blood and feel hungry. Grunkle would think that perhaps whoever fought here succeeded against a single twig blight, or maybe two.
Maybe it was Bjoern.
Yeah, maybe Bjoern, badass. Badass Bjoern. That makes sense. Hey, bear. Bear fight hard. Grunkle only fight a bear once, but not bear man. It was an actual bear.
So did you want to, do we grab this net and take it with us, or are we going to just leave it on the ground?
That's trash. It's pinned down with climbing pythons. Grunkle not like climb.
You don't need the climbing pythons. I was just suggesting the net to slow down something if it attacks us.
It's a torn net. Unless
you can still slow down something.
Can you weave?
I gave it a try. I've got pretty good survival.
Okay, if you want to weave it, Grunkle will hitch it to the back of his barrel, but it seemed pretty fucked up to me, right?
So, are we searching for bear or scavenging material?
All of the above.
Alright.
Okay, well, that was a lot of pythons, actually. Storyteller is reminding me with his eyes, and we can come back for it. We don't need it right now. This is a fucked up net. The point of whoever put whatever it is down didn't work. If there's anything like this on our path,
we'll keep looking for Bjoern. Let's keep going north.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll go north. Yeah.
Okay. You guys continue north. You guys move along the trail. Again, flowing and weaving with the trail. And you guys spot something familiar. You guys see what looks to be an area. You kind of come out of the purple fog. You come into an area that almost seems like it's a circle. Where there is none of this purple fog. In this middle of the circle, you see a stump.
You know this looks familiar.
Whipping down.
Hold up. Is this the
What are you do, elf?
Sorry.
Is this the same place that we're thinking of? The clearing with the...
You guys have never been north.
Well, yeah, we've never been north, but have we emerged from the fog into the clearing that we had been to before?
No. The clearing you were in before was east, towards the crossroads.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because there's a stump, and stumps kind of scare us.
Yep.
We've got stump trauma.
Do you guys remember the last time you were at that stump? With the axe wound in the middle?
And there was fog coming in, making things spooky and weird. And that's why I asked if maybe there was some spooky directional issues where it's like, oh, we went north, but this is where it was.
No, you guys have never been up here. This is a totally different area.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you see a stump in the middle of this little glade. And you see what looks to be Bjoern and Granny Evelyn hoe in the ground, throwing some seeds in. They both turn and look at you guys.
I put my hand on Torvekek's shoulder immediately. His right shoulder, ideally his axe shoulder. Seeing a stump.
Torvekek just stares at him angrily.
I want to make sure that he doesn't move forward if he's like doing a step for just a moment. Like, I don't stop him. I just like grip and then.
He's just staring at you angrily for assuming that he's gonna do something.
Wylfer puts his bow on his back and takes a step forward as all of that's happening.
You hear, "Hi, dearies! You're not who we expected to see."
Who did you expect to see?
We had summoned the wee ones.
Oh yeah, that's not us. Actually, we don't know where those are.
Is he talking about the small ones?
I assume you're talking about Nimwort and what's his face.
Adorak.
Yeah, Adorak and what's his face?
Just okay. They just said his name.
So there's been a problem.
They can
since
only
you
ever
left.
say one of their names, not the other one.
There's
Problem?
been sort of a problem since you guys last left town.
That's not good.
They-
What
they
problem?
last-
What did you do?
What did we?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Did you do something?
No, I had drinks.
Oh. Did you bring any with you?
Maybe.
Drinks wouldn't be a bad thing.
Wait, hold on. Bjoern and I made drinks. Do you not have that?
You talking to me?
The
You
drinks that
talking
you
to
guys
Grant?
made yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are drinks we had yesterday. I don't know if you know this, but people get thirsty every day.
So I've been living in the wilds, having to ration my gear. So we made a lot.
You drank yesterday. You're fine.
People are getting sick,
Yes.
like really badly sick,
Yes, they are.
and the fishermen, Frankie and
Hopkins?
Hopkins.
You can only ever say one name.
They came across, apparently they came across some sort of fish that cleared up the water and it really just kind of boosted up the environmental health.
Bullshit. Fish don't clear water.
Bjoern?
That was Granny Evelyn. They have
Yes, I know
distinct
that was
different
Granny
voices.
Evelyn. I kind of just ignored her and kind of looked over to Bjoern.
Yeah, Bjorn sounds more gravelly.
Okay.
You're like you're more spiritual than most of us. I thought maybe you'd have like ideas on what we could do if this fish does exist.
I have never encountered magic fish.
Wait.
So, question.
Go for
Has
it.
nothing to do with any of the previous conversation, but I have a question.
Okay.
What is this clearing?
We found it. Very fertile soil. Good for garden.
Right. Do you mind
Granny
if I
approached
try-
me with an idea for a garden. More rare herbs from the swamp. I assumed that could be of use.
Yeah. I'm going to go over here and try something. Let me bother me. He's gonna go
Your
over
axe
this
on your
stuff.
back.
I'm going to go try something.
Has some heavy metal music just plays. Like,
I am a dwarf and I'm digging hole. Okay.
Ideally not.
Torvekek's heading off
Grunkle might be able
to
to
do something.
Yeah, I have a plan. But if Wylfer, you want to act before me?
Grunkle might be able to explain better what our questions are, so I'm gonna kind of gesture towards Grunkle, kind of push him on the side, but don't really move him because he's massive.
Grunkle feels the pressure though, and he'll adjust his combat skirt, and move. We've already established it's a skirt. The picture
You're
says it.
invisible at the moment, by the way. Is that
Yeah,
like
no,
your
it's 'cause
off-screen or just
My wife
No.
is home, and so
Pickles
like
hides.
the shower is like right over. behind
Basically, his
Susan.
wife walks by naked. He gets distracted.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
I break character for a while, and you
It
don't
is.
get to see
He's
me,
like,
but it doesn't matter.
Grunkle!
Grunkle.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Sorry about jumping in like that.
What are you guys
Anyways,
doing?
it's not even that time for me to do the long. Grunkle is happy to adjust his combat skirt and move forward to them because he's interested in what they're growing. And of course he'll say as he approaches, like, "So what are you growing?"
I'm gonna Wilfer's gonna walk over to where Torvekek went as well.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Secrets.
Secrets.
It will be useful when they're grown.
Is it something that will help the town? The town has been quite sick, and Bjoern, I know that... What?
Indirectly.
Indirectly sick.
Oh, indirectly help the town.
Oh, you're indirectly helping the town.
Sure.
But the town
Maybe.
is directly kind of sick at this time. And
It
Grunkle
remains
seeks
to be seen.
Right. Grunkle seeks...
Bjorn shrugs.
Guys keep interacting at me.
He does, yeah. It's entirely my fault.
Interacting and it's distracting.
It interacts with my ability to be confident about myself.
I'm sorry.
I'm just... This feels like the moment where Grunkle would have like an off-screen... If it's a musical, he'd have an off-screen just moment of like, why does nobody hear me? Why can nobody see what I see?
No, you
Anyways.
can't. Alexios is currently performing that.
Yes, he's writing my...
Yeah, he's in the tavern writing it.
Grunkle will say, though, there is a sickness in town, and it is afflicting people. Surely, Bjorn, you are a healer. You must know about this sickness that is going around.
I work with the earth to use herbs to create concoctions. I am not directly a healer.
So you're planting herbs in this clearing, yes? To
We are.
try and give it energy, perhaps?
Sure.
Do you remember that other clearing that we sent you to and that we visited with together, where an unfortunate incident occurred where a dwarf, maybe an unnamed dwarf, maybe chopped a stump? Do you think that planting plants like this at that stump might help make things better?
Granny's gone back to like gardening, and Bjorn will just kind of step aside and usher towards the stump. Meanwhile, what is Torvekek and Wylfer doing?
I am inspecting the stump.
Okay, he steps to the side, ushers towards the stump where Torvekek's currently standing. You're looking down.
right beside him.
You're looking down at a stump which seems to have a K and a backwards K, and a gash right through the middle of them.
You don't know what a K looks like. You're illiterate.
This is
Oh shit!
Two symbols, and there's a gash. Big ol' heavy gash right in the middle of them.
this is fair. I do not know what a K looks like.
There's a symbol and a very similar backwards symbol.
Wait, no, but you had mentioned that when we revisited the last time at that stump circle. That there was some... I want to say you said there were some arcane letters like that. A letter and a backwards letter on that stump.
There have been from the first time you saw the stump.
Well, I didn't really investigate it as a character, so my memory's a little fuzzier. But I just remember him making a gash in the middle. Him being like a subjective, whoever that unnamed dwarf was.
Right.
Of course.
I don't want to testify in court of the gods.
Is it the same symbol as the last one?
You would think so.
You were able to speak to something last time you like prayed it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe do that. I'll back off and I just kind of lay my hand on your shoulder and just kind of stand back a little.
You want correction to that?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys were already knew and you were role playing or if you wanted a correction. So there was a blue tinted luminescent figure at the stump, the previous stump that you guys had gone to in that previous clearing. Grunkle saw it.
Right.
It was trying to talk to Torvekek, warning him of something's coming, your death, and then this blue luminescent figure got impaled through the stomach and vanished. Torvekek couldn't hear or see it. Grunkle heard and saw it and didn't really tell you about it.
I retold it poorly.
Yeah. That's what
So you were able to make something appear and Grunkle heard it, correct?
Apparently.
So maybe try doing what you done last time.
That was the plan.
Alright, yeah, and I step back a couple meters to stand beside, like reverse into Bjoern on accident.
And Torvekek picks the axe up off his back. Just kidding. He puts it back.
Yeah, Grunkle's just staring.
You hear Bjoern growl.
No.
Granny and Bjoern are gardening.
He's gonna start trying to pray again.
Well, if it's my turn to act here, Grunkle would go up and they pointed him up there, so he'll go and pray for guidance.
Okay.
Grunkle's not a spiritual ogre, but
Do I need to go through what I'm praying for?
Yeah, we need to know. Yeah, what's happening?
All right, praying for information and/or help about what's going on in the town, whether that be the weird sickness, the fish monster, or the things trying to murder everyone from the forest.
Okay. What is Grunkle praying?
Grunkle is sort of a different prayer, similar theme, but Grunkle prayers for clarity, comma, health of the town.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my list short in case the spirit is like busy and it's like they've got a lot of paperwork for the day.
And what is Wylfer doing?
Wylfer knows that magic isn't a natural force and feels he's pissed off enough entities. He's backing off and not praying.
You're like, yeah, I know how this works. I'm not. Okay.
Wylfer is kind of just looking out towards the edge of the grove to see if any changes happen.
Wylfer, you just notice Granny and Bjoern just at different times kind of look up to what they're doing and go back to their gardening. You guys finish your prayers.
Grunkle has clarity. He will go down and assist the gardening until his party stops him. Or he'll approach an offer to help garden, I should say.
Well, actually, Granny will look. You not have a garden?
I do not, but I have fingers like tills, and I will use my hoe fingers to help.
My hoe fingers.
That's getting quoted. I will use my hoe fingers.
Please allow me to help you until my comrades take me away.
Fair enough. What is Torvekek doing?
Did we not get a response from the prayer or what?
Oh, you didn't? Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm asking. Did
You're not
nothing
sure.
happened or what?
Do you feel like you got a response?
Seeing as nothing happened, then no.
Okay. What do you do?
All right, cool. I don't know. What is there to do? Garden? I mean, we came here to try and get Bjorn's help.
Actually, really just Bjorn's suggestion on what we should do because he's spiritual and whatnot.
You guys ask Bjoern, what do you know about a magic fish? He goes, I've never seen a magic fish. And you're like, okay, we're going to pray and garden.
Can I talk
I'm so curious what quest you guys are doing. It's
We're
great.
trying
Can I
to
talk
fix
to the
the
characters
sickness.
really quick?
Yeah, of course.
Or is
Yeah.
that too meta?
Do whatever you want.
Like, okay, so we pissed off the other orchard or clearing, if you will. We know that these stumps have some sort of religious or spiritual meaning They might have something to do with old gods. The old gods might not even have power, or they might have some power, but it might be limited. You never know. So they're tilling this orchard, and that's what I would think of as something that means they're cultivating that area, enforcing it, with extra life of different crops growing and different plants. I don't know. It just makes me think that when we desecrated, and I say we, meaning we are a party and we're all responsible for any mistakes that anybody makes, through coercion or not, we're a party. The other area was desecrated and had that fog rolling in. And I can't help but wonder if that fog that was rolling in, because that area was no longer a protection, because all of us swung that axe.
Wait.
I don't know. I feel like we might be on the like convergence of a way to fix the problem that we had before, fix the poison in this town, and maybe make things better. Sorry, Shifty, go ahead.
That's fine. Bjoern.
Yes.
We're back in character.
Areas like this grove, are they blotted around the town? Like, is there like a circle of them?
Not that I've seen.
Is there any other ones kind of like this one, other than the one that had the horrible accident?
Yes, we were all in one east of town.
Yeah, no, other than that one. Is there another one?
Not that
Or
I'm
other
aware
ones?
of. This
Right.
one is new.
I thought maybe it was like a daisy chain of some sort of spiritual shield.
New? Wait, new?
Yes.
Isn't this one's never been here before?
They fucking grow?
This was
Wait,
not here
so you're
when
telling
I
me
came...
that groves grow?
They
I am
grow.
telling you, it was not here last I came.
Next question. If this fish does exist, be quiet.
Yeah.
Looking at the old lady. If this fish
Mash
does
it!
exist, and it is somehow connected to the spiritual world, and we kill it, would that spell doom for everything else?
Suppose that depends. Can you kill a spirit?
I don't know, man. The other grove seemed to have spirits that were dying in it all the time.
Really?
Oh, did you guys not tell him about that?
It never
Grunkle
came
not-
up.
Yeah, Grunkle not tell them about mistakes we make. But,
That someone else made.
well,
If you guys remember, Bjorn was there, and Bjorn is the one who said there's someone who wants to speak with you
Right.
before heading off.
Grunkle has a
So-
terrible flashback to that exact moment. Like, dun dun dun! There's somebody
Yeah,
Now,
else.
I
Bjorn
love
was
how I
like,
have
there's
to-
someone who wants to speak with you, and then Bjorn headed off, and that's when Grunkle saw the spirit, and Torvekek didn't.
I also have the question: did you guys see the net? The what looked like a trap on the way here, and the two giant flowers.
Yes. Grunkle, second question. Seconds that question.
Yes, we passed this.
You passed it. You didn't. You guys weren't the ones that set it off or got attacked by it or what have you.
No. We were not.
All right. I have a third question. I'm sorry that I'm interrupting your gardening. Something ate a bird that I released.
Oh, okay.
Shadowy
big.
thing overhead. Shadowy thing. Tell him the
When
shadowy
we
thing.
were walking here, there was shivers and tingles going up our spine. I thought maybe I'd try something, and the bird died. What
See.
could this shadowy thing have been?
Did it make any noise?
No. The bird made noise.
Rah! Blech! So you saw Atlas.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, fuck. Grunkle have sudden terrible flashback again.
I'm sorry,
If I can do the flashback really quick.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm Dibs, and my dad's name is Alice.
Shut up, Dibs! We don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thank you. Flashback back in the character.
Mhm.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching King's Crossing, Season 1, Episode 24, Part 1 and 2. A huge shout out to the players. We have Mr. Pickles, voice actor of Grunkle.
Pew, pew, pew.
We have Fred, voice actor of Torvekek.
Yes, Torvekek.
And we have Shifty, voice actor of Wylfer. Go check out Mr. Pickles over on And I Took That Personally, a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts where he co-hosts with Chison, otherwise known as Brad, and they talk about movies. They break them down, give you nice little reviews of movies you've probably never seen. Maybe you have. Go check out Shifty over at Shifty Games on Twitch. He is another streamer, great guy, great content. We do a lot of gaming together. Well, we used to. We don't do a whole lot currently, but who knows? That might change.
Schedule's changing.
Yeah. Everything's changing. And Fred is in the Discord, and he does super awesome things like Milsims. Fred exists. But no, he does like Milsims and stuff. You can catch him in the Discord and be able to. He will. If you guys have questions about World War II, he will teach you, and it's amazing. Pickles and I have both had the opportunity to sit through some of his lectures, and they are great. They're worth it.
Oh, it's beautiful. I don't even like World War II stuff, and it's sometimes fun to just get lost in the knowledge.
It's interesting.
Lost in the sauce.
But anyways,
speaking of which, before you end it up real quick,
No,
do
go
you want to know a fun fact?
Sure, yeah.
Yes, I do.
So, do you know
Fun
the mail trucks that you see around in the cities and stuff?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Do you know who makes them?
No.
Northrop Grumman. The guys who
The
made
military
like the
vehicle
F-14 and shit.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
Yes.
F-14 being a combat jet.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Navy combat fighter.
The Navy
I gotta
combat
go.
fighters make a cheap, shitty U.S.
Yes.
vessel.
A old car. Huh.
That is your
Never
fun
would've
fact
guessed
for the
that.
day.
Anyways, that's it from us. My name's Wrath. This has been King's Crossing. If you guys want to know more about this game and watch the behind the scenes, we do on Mondays, maybe every other Monday. We'll see, because Pickles tells us we're not allowed. We'll talk about it. We do an Under the Table. If you guys want to catch that Under the Table, we do those live. Otherwise, you'll be able to find it on the YouTube. It'll be in the same playlist as the rest of the King's Crossing videos. Basically, all the players, both groups, if you guys don't know, there are two groups playing through this. There's this group currently, and then there's another group called Adarag and Nimwort. We reference them a lot.
And what's his face?
Yes, Nimwort and the other guy. We
Nimwort.
reference them.
Oh my god.
We reference them a lot in this episode. They are playing through the game as well. They play on Tuesdays live. Both those videos go in sequence on the channel as well. So, anyways, all these
going with us.
They are fantastic players.
All these players will sit around the table and discuss the game, behind the scenes, questions, comments, everything that we want to discuss. Every week, maybe every other week, we'll see. You guys can catch that all on the channel. I think that's all I got for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and we will see you in the next video. Later.
Adios.
I love you.